touchdowns behind, because playing catch-up with this type of offense is going to be hard.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I believe the key for both teams is Kenny Pelvis. If Kenny Pelvis is having a game like he had 2 weeks ago, even last week, folks, he had 300 yards. If he has a game anywhere close to that, Central will win the game, and they might win it even in a blowout.
A couple other factors tonight's game we'll talk about when we come back. A streak of 11 years that might be in jeopardy tonight. But we're going to take a commercial break this time. We'll tell you about it when we come back.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Your hometown drugstore is Cannon Pharmacy. Fast, friendly, affordable. It's got all the modern conveniences, and they have free delivery. That's Cannon Pharmacy. You can go on the internet, cannonpharmacies.com. 6 great locations to serve you. 2 in Kannapolis, the new location in Concord. That's at Cabarrus Avenue at Concord Parkway. Also location in Charlotte and Mooresville. That's Cannon Pharmacies. Great hometown service. Your hometown drugstore is Cannon Pharmacy.
Would you like to reclaim lost health? Are supplements only getting you so far? Hey folks, my name is Franklin. I had a heart attack in 2006 that left me with a damaged valve working at only 20% capacity and odds against being here now. Then I found RNA Drops, a patented complement formula that creates perfect cells in your body. My perfect cells helped me to regain heart function and more. What could your body do with perfect cells? For a limited time, you can find out for free. Go to franklinsrnadrops.com and get a free mini bottle, valued at $50 on its way. Just pay shipping and handling. While you're there, you can view our growing line of products and hear amazing stories of what these products have done for others. My story is there as well. That's franklinsrnadrops.com. Start reclaiming your health today by giving your body what it needs. I cannot wait to hear what your perfect cells are doing for you. Thank you.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Welcome back to Central Cabarrus, tonight's Sundrop pregame report. Fans are still piling in. It's going to be a pretty good crowd here tonight. When we left, we talked about a streak that might be in jeopardy tonight. West Rowan has not lost 2 games in a row since 2002. That streak's going to be in jeopardy tonight against a good Central Cabarrus team. They seem to play well coming off a loss, but no 2 losses in a row since 2002. Central Cabarrus has got something to do tonight that they haven't done in a long time. They haven't beaten the Falcons since 1998. However, they do lead the all-time series 8-6. 1998 was Scott Young's first year. Tonight, do you think that streak is in jeopardy?
I sure do. I mean, I understand Central is coming off a loss last week to Concord, but to be fair to Central Cabarrus, they had 2 strange turnovers. One of them, Haasan Klugh threw the ball to Kenny Pelvis on a screen pass. Klugh tried to throw the ball on the ground for an incomplete pass. The ball, for bad luck for Central Cabarrus, hit Kenny Pelvis' foot, jumped in the air. Concord intercepted it. The other turnover, a bad snap by Central Cabarrus. They lost and Concord recovered. So I believe Central Cabarrus can beat West Rowan. The question is, will West Rowan be able to stop Kenny Pelvis?
Well, 17 points a ball game they're giving up on defense, and they're going to have the opportunity here coming up again. Again, the Sundrop pregame report. It looks like we're getting ready for the national anthem here in just a couple of seconds, and we're going to come back and talk a little bit more about the Shrine Bowl quarterback for Central Cabarrus that was elected this week.
It's Big Time Revelry at the Renaissance Festival. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th.
You'll laugh so hard you'll wet yourself.
The Carolina Renaissance Festival, a medieval amusement park.
10 stages of music.
Comedy, daredevil antics.
Jousting nights.
The Renaissance Festival.
Happy 20th anniversary!
Incredible value. A crafts market. Wondrous entertainment. Kitchens and pubs.
I love the giant turkey leg.
Huzzah!
Great escape. You will love it.
The 20th anniversary of the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Discount tickets at Harris Teeter stores or print yours online at renfestinfo.com. Presented by Pepsi, the Charlotte Observer.
Crazy, unique, exotic, and smells delicious.
You can save with discount festival admission coupons at Party City locations while supplies last. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival this weekend.
In the early 1950s, something really exciting happened right here in Concord, and it's been here ever since. It's the smooth, refreshing taste of Sundrop. Now, some of the faces have changed over the years, of course, but one thing that has not changed is the smooth citrus taste of an ice-cold Sundrop. You know something else that hasn't changed? It's Sundrop's involvement in Concord and the surrounding communities. Sundrop, hometown folks providing you with the taste you've come to enjoy for years and years and years. So next time you're grocery shopping, pick up Sundrop in your favorite flavor. After all, the folks at Sundrop, from delivery drivers, warehouse staff, and the management team, work hard every day to bring you the refreshing, smooth taste of Sundrop. Sundrop, the official soft drink of Radio Free Cabarrus. Nothing like.
Read all about it in the Independent Tribune. That's your hometown newspaper. The Independent Tribune, independenttribune.com, features local news, features, and everything you want to know about Cabarrus County and Southern Rowan County. And, of course, they're published on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The unifying voice of Greater Cabarrus County is the Independent Tribune. And, of course, lots of special features online at the Independent Tribune, including some video from time to time. To subscribe, call 704-789-9162.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
State Senator Fletcher Hartzell Jr. would like to thank the many teachers, coaches, parents, and volunteers who work so hard to provide opportunities for our young people. School activities like athletics, bands, and clubs provide students with opportunities to learn and develop, and those activities can't be accomplished without many people who put in countless hours to support them. State Senator Hartzell would like to say thank you to each of you who help. You're building a better community. State Senator Hartzell also would like to thank you for your continued support and input as he represents you in Raleigh, paid for by Fletcher Hartzell State Senator Committee. Cabarrus County is a great place to live and work and boasts so many wonderful attributes, and that's where the focus is for Cabarrus Living Magazine, a full-color publication right here in Cabarrus County. You can read about people, places, and events that make Cabarrus County such a great place. Cabarrus Living is published every other month, and you can look for your copy at many locations across the community or simply log on CabarrusLivingMagazine.com. You can see the current issue. You can see past issues. That's Cabarrus Living Magazine. Check it out. We believe you'll enjoy it. You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus High School, Friday night football, Central Cabarrus Vikings, the West Rowan Falcons, the South Piedmont Conference matchup. Both teams with one loss in conference play. It's going to be a barn burner. Both teams are getting ready to come onto the field. We're getting ready for the coin toss. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff. And again, we talked about this. We're in the shadows, a couple miles away from Charlotte Motor Speedway. The fast action on the track tonight. And I expect there's going to be a lot of fast action here tonight at Central Cabarrus High School.
Yeah, I also expected that. And let's talk quickly about the Shrine Bowl selection. There was one surprise, one shocking someone who did not make it. The surprise is Haasan Klugh. Haasan Klugh is having a good season, starting quarterback for Central Cabarrus. But to say he's worthy of the Shrine Bowl, in my opinion, that is not correct. And the other player we are talking about, Kenny Pelvis. How can you leave Kenny, the dangerous Purvis of the roster.
Well, yeah, I don't know who makes the Shrine Bowl rosters. I'm sure there's plenty of kids in North Carolina who were left off that are deserving. You only pick, I don't know what they get, 40, 50, 60 players or so, and I'm sure there's other players that are more worthy that think they should be on there as well. But maybe he'll just make a statement tonight and do his thing here in the local games and not worry about the Shrine Bowl. Both teams are coming out on the field now for the coin toss. And it looks like Carolina here with the baby blue from West Rowan and the Vikings dressed in their full green uniforms with the yellow helmets and the Viking on the side. West Rowan decked out in white pants, white jerseys with the baby blue numbers.
And the starting captain for Central, Haasan Klugh, number 12. Dylan Cook, number 88. Number 6, Kenny Purvis. And the other captain for Central is not on the roster, number 60. Oh, excuse me, John Allen is the new player, is on the roster. Number 60 is the captain for West Rowan, is number 14. Gabriel, number 7. Collins, look like number 78. Holst. And we can see the other player for West Rowan.
West Rowan won the toss and they elected to defer. Central's going to get the ball to start the game. They're going to be moving left to right. And, you hear some coaches say you're going to give Kenny Purvis a shot at the ball first thing in the ball game here. Both captains headed down to their respective end zones here to run out with their teams. And we're about a minute away. So final comments, Shaquille. What do you think?
Should be a great game, as you said. West Rowan look like UNC. Central maybe Marshall uniform, so it's Marshalls against UNC tonight. Pick the winner, folks.
And I'll only mention it one time, but my alma mater is West Rowan, but I live here in Cabarrus County now, so I like to see local schools do good, but I still have some, I still like to see my local high school do as well. So hopefully we'll see a good ball game tonight. The teams are on the sideline now, and we're going to be back for kickoff here in just a couple of minutes. Coach Kiefer is down on the sideline. He's ready to go. And we're going to stay here. We're not going to go to commercial break. Both bands are cranking it up. And it's homecoming night here at Central Cabarrus, so we're going to probably have a little bit of extended halftime tonight with it being homecoming. And it's that time of the year where all the pretty ladies and everybody get to be part of the halftime activities.
And we should also mention this is a huge game beside Radio Cabarrus, where we are broadcasting everywhere in Cabarrus County. Tonight we have WBTV. We also have KISS 95.1, the game of the week. So it's a huge game, folks.
So you know what that means. It's time to grab your sun drop, get your cold drink, get settled in.
A Pizza Hut, a sun drop, and nachos, and listen to Radio Free Cabarrus, High School Cube game of the week.
That is it. Set to kick off for the West Rowan Falcons is going to be number 8, Zach Russell. Back to receive for the Central Cabarrus Vikings is going to be Kenny Purvis, along with Xavier Harris.
Is it Harris or is it Fuller for Central? Tough to tell if it's number 2 or Harris.
Yeah, I'm having trouble reading the numbers here from the distance on the other side. The referees marked the ball ready to play, and we are about ready to go.
An official kickoff time is 7:30.
Russell's kick is going to be an onside kick, and Central's going to recover it at about the 48-yard line. So right off the bat, Central puts great field position at the 48-yard line. West Rowan trying a little onside kick.
Yeah, and it was recovered by number 25, which unfortunately we don't have his name on the roster for Central Cabarrus. 12th and 10 Central.
It's going to be 1st and 10 Central Cabarrus from the 48-yard line. Just underway here at Central Cabarrus High School. Shotgun formation for Central. Purvis is the lone setback. And we've got a whistle and a flag on the play. It's going to stop the action.
Look like a false start, perhaps.
False start on the offense. That'll back Central up 5 yards.
And the clock is still saying 11:58. Should say 11:59, but anyway.
First and 15 after the penalty. You get in the flow of the game there, and first play you get a penalty. You don't like to see that.
Absolutely correct. And
two wide outs to the left, single to the right. Purvis, your own setback. Klugh on the keeper, and he's going to come to the right side. He's got some running room. He's going to get across midfield. He's going to be knocked out of bounds
by number 42. Number 42 for West Rowan, Wink Lewis.
That'll bring up second down. Klugh kept it, came around the right side.
That was a great run by Klugh.
It's going to be second and about 4.
Let's see if they give the ball to Purvis now.
And handoff to Purvis up the middle, and he's going to get bounced to the outside, and he's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like maybe a loss of a yard or two.
And Najee tackle along number 20 for West Rowan, along with a couple of other players, and the nice tackle for West Rowan.
That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line.
With 11:20 remaining in the first quarter.
West Rowan defense got 7 guys stacked in the line, and linebackers. They're playing single coverage on the wideouts. Klugh back to pass. He's looking to the right side, and it's tipped there by the West Rowan defender. Tipped by number 25, Kevin Gallard.
Intended to number 2, Dalen Fuller. Very lucky West Central. That ball was not intercepted.
And he had a lot of room in front of him had he intercepted that. So that's going to bring up 4th, and Central looks like they're going to go. They've got the punter in.
Yeah, the punter for Central is Dylan Cook, number 88. They might go for it.
Now G. Tucker back to receive for the Falcons. He's going to let it roll. It's going to roll down inside the 5-yard line. And it's going to be downed on the 5. And that's where West Rowan will take over on their first possession.
Yeah, that was a beautiful punt by Central. And we saw a potential trend early on with West Rowan able to stop Purvis. We will wait and see if that trend continue.
All right, West Rowan on the sideline.
Yeah, Central is ready to go.
Harrison Balcomb's your quarterback for the Falcons. Balcomb looks to keep it. He's going to look long. He's got a receiver out and open. But the ball's going to be thrown out of bounds.
Intended to number 14,
Darius Gabriel.
Gabriel was defended by, I'm trying to see if it's number 1 for Central or number 4.
There's number 4 there on the defending for Central. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. He was open. I think he just ran out of territory over there. Ball sailed out of bounds on Balcomb's first pass. Shotgun formation. And here's the handoff.
Handoff and tackled by number 10. Push him out of bounds. Curry Smith pushed the running back out of bounds.
Yeah, Reddick was on the carry there. He's going to pick up about 5 yards, maybe 6. We'll call it 3rd down and 4.
I'm surprised he picked up that many yards. It looked like Central had him very well contained.
Hey, he got around the outside over there, and on the far side of the field, it was hard to see from here, but manageable 1st down here. See what the Falcons can do. Again, they're in shotgun formation. And Balcomb with the keeper, and he's not going to get much, if anything.
And he's taken down, number 7, Anthony Mollers.
He's going to be taken down at the 10-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down.
And Kenny Purvis is getting ready to return this punt, folks.
Harrison Balcomb's also set to punt. He's standing in his end zone. Central's got 10 men, but they're not going to put on a rush, and Balkum gets the punt away. Purvis takes it at about the 45. He's in the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down. Pick up of a couple of yards.
Taken down, look like number 9 for West Rowan. Zach Blackwood with the tackle.
They're going to give him his forward progress at the 42. Central will take over their second possession of the game. Good field position for the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings have to take advantage of this field position.
Shotgun formation. Purvis set right behind Klugh. Klugh looking to pass. He's got Anthony Mullis open. Touchdown Central Cabarrus. Klugh with a 42-yard touchdown pass to Anthony Mullis. No flags on the play. Mullis was able to get behind the defensive back, and Central strikes quick on their second possession. They're up 6-0.
And Riley McGee is going to kick the extra point for Central. Number 33.
With the snap, the spot, and the kick, it's up.
And it's good.
And it's good.
So 9:48 remaining in first quarter. Central Cabarrus 7, West Rowan 0.
In the early 1950s, something really exciting happened right here in Concord, and it's been here ever since. It's the smooth, refreshing taste of Sundrop. Now, some of the faces have changed over the years, of course, but one thing that has not changed is the smooth citrus taste of an ice-cold Sundrop. You know something else that hasn't changed? It's Sundrop's involvement in Concord and the surrounding communities. Sundrop, hometown folks providing you with the taste you've come to enjoy for years and years and years. So next time you're grocery shopping, pick up Sundrop in your favorite flavor. After all, the folks at Sundrop, from delivery drivers, warehouse staff, and the management team, work hard every day to bring you the refreshing, smooth taste of Sundrop. Sundrop, the official soft drink of Radio Free Cabarrus. Nothing like a Sundrop.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus High School, Ronnie McGee set to kick off for the Vikings. Back deep for the West Rowan Falcons, Haasan Martin. He's standing at about the 3-yard line. And McGee's kick's going to be taken by number 20, Najee Tucker. He comes up the middle, cuts back to the right side. Now cuts back to the left side. He's going to be taken down.
Looks like number 14.
About the 26-yard line.
Was taken down by number 21 for Central, which unfortunately, no, we do have his name.
Xavier Harris. So West Rowan, their second possession of the game, they're going to have a little bit better field position. They're going to start at about their 21-yard line.
And they're trailing 7-0.
26-yard line. I'm sorry.
They're trailing 7-0 with 9:38 remaining in the first quarter.
They come straight from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. Balkum in shotgun formation. Here's the handoff to Reddick, and he's going to be on the left side and taken down for a loss.
What a beautiful tackle by number 15, David Gibbon. That is how you tackle, folks.
Reddick had no one out on the outside to block for him, and just going to be a loss of a yard, and spotted back at the 25. Second and 11 for the Falcons.
I'm surprised he only lost a yard on the play. It looked like he would have lost more than that.
9:07, clock is moving. Balkum's got 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. And again, they hand off to Reddick around the right side, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards.
Was tackled by number 7, Austin Mullis. For a second, it looked like Reddick had a seam open, then it closed quickly.
They're going to spot it at the 28. That'll be 3rd and 8 for the Falcons.
8:30 remaining in the first quarter.
2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Balkin back to pass. And he's going to overthrow his intended receiver, Darius Gabriel. Gabriel was open, but the throw was high. That's going to force the Falcons into a punting situation. So 3 and out for the Falcons on their first 2 possessions. Balkin will step back deeper into shotgun formation and take the snap. And he's going to kick to the dangerous Kenny Purvis.
Here's the punt.
Excellent kick by Balkin. It's going to bounce around about the 34-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will down it.
So it's going to be Central Cabarrus 12th and 10 from their own 34-yard line with 8:05 remaining in the first quarter. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus High School Cube Game of the Week. And
we're going to stay here, and Central coming back out on the field now, their third possession, and they're up 7-0. We talked earlier, one of the keys of the game was neither team afford to get behind early and trying to play catch up with these 2 high-powered offenses. 2 wide outs to the right. Klugh in shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to go back to pass again. He's going to scramble around to the right side. He's keeping it now to the right side. He's going to get out of bounds.
Pushed out of bounds by number 7 for West Rowan, Collins, Nick Collins. Look like he's walking gingerly, holding his right knee.
Be marked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. That'll be bring up second down and 2 for the Vikings.
Great run by Klugh once again, folks.
He's got 2 wide outs to the right, slot to the left. Purvis behind Klugh in shotgun formation.
And 2 is in motion. Hightower is in motion.
There's a handoff to Purvis in the middle of the line. Penalty flags on the play.
Look like illegal motion against Central.
Going to be a legal shift against the Vikings.
Might be number 2, who was the guilty party, Fuller, Dalen Fuller. I should wait and see.
I think they had 2 men moving at the same time, which is... And West is going to decline the penalty, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Purvis was on the carry.
I'm surprised they declined it. Very surprised.
Double wide outs to the left, single, double to the right. Klugh back to pass. He's looking. He's going to scramble, and he's going to be taken down for a loss.
Taken down by number 55. Number 55, Money. Ted Money. And it Klugh ran to the left instead to the middle. He would still be running right now, folks.
Yeah. He stepped up in the pocket, and the West Rowan defense was there. So Falcons force Vikings into a punt situation here. It's going to be 4th and 4.
And West Rowan has 2 guys getting ready to return the punt. McGee is going to kick it up. The punt it for Central. Low snap.
Ball's going to be kicked. They're going to get the Central Cabarrus roll, but West Rowan touches the ball. The kick was bouncing on the ground. Raycon Torrance went up and tried to pick it up and mishandled it, and Central Cabarrus is going to recover it at about the 24-yard line.
Recovered by David Given, number 15. Folks, that is not how you're supposed to return a punt. Absolutely a no-no.
And Torrance there just never got his hands on it, never was able to pick it up cleanly, and Central's going to take over at the 23-yard line. 6:54 to go, first quarter, already leading 7-0.
They have to take advantage of it, Central.
Klugh in shotgun formation, McGee in motion. Klugh back to pass. He's looking across the middle of the field, and it's going to be
incomplete.
Incomplete, intended on the play for Anthony Mullis. Ball was knocked around, tipped around by a couple of defenders, but finally fell incomplete, and that could have been intercepted, and it could have been called for a touchdown by both there.
Yeah, it looked like actually one West Rowan player was interfering with the other West Rowan player.
2nd and 10 for Central.
Central need to get Kenny Pelvis going.
Purvis. Long setback, and he's going to stay up and block. Klugh looks to the left flat, and he's got a receiver open. And Mullis, he's going to be close to the first down.
Tackle by number, let's call it combined tackle by number 7 for West Rowan and number 42. Collins and Lewis.
It's going to be a pickup of about 8. It's going to be 3rd and a short 2. Central Cabarrus, the ball spotted just inside the 15-yard line. We'll call it the 14-yard line.
And this is a 2-down territory for Central, folks.
Most definitely. Wide out to the right and the left. Snap to Klugh. He hands it off to Purvis. Purvis up the middle. He's going to, looks like he's going to get the first down, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
I believe it's against Central legal shift.
False start on the offense.
Here's the question. If it's a false start, how come they're allowed to run the play? Usually you're not allowed to run a play on a false start.
Yeah, they're going to back him up 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 7. The referee's going to wind the clock. We're just under 6 minutes to go. Central Cabarrus leading at 7-0. But they're threatening again at their 20-yard line after a fumble recovery on a muffed punt by West Rowan. Klugh's in shotgun formation. Purvis set behind him. Wide outs to the left. Klugh again back to pass. He's going to scramble up the middle. He's going to get to the outside. And a good block there by number 7, Mullis.
I think he has it. I think he got the first down.
It's on the far side here. It does look like he did get enough for the first down. And they're going to stop the clock and take a look.
That is very close, folks.
They're going to measure. So from our angle, it looks like he got it, but we're a little far away.
We sure are. Here come the measurement stick, and it's a first down.
Just like a couple of inches short of the first down.
Maybe half inch, if that. You have to go for it. Cannot even think about kicking a field goal.
I don't think field goal's in the vocabulary right now. They're going to bring the ball over to the hash mark and spot it.
And if I'm Central, West Rowan is expecting you to give the ball to Klugh. I would actually try to do something else. Maybe run to the side and throw it to someone, or maybe give it even to Pelvis.
All right, we're set to go here. Referees have spotted the ball and wound the clock, and Klugh's going to go under center this time. And he's going to quarterback keeper, and I'm not so sure he got it.
He did not get it.
The initial hit was excellent. He fell off to the left-hand side, and he may have gotten it when he lunged forward on that after the initial hit, but it's going to be close. And they're going to stop the clock and do another measurement, and rightfully so. You want to give the teams fair share here if they stopped them.
I don't think he got it. And that was a bad jump by Klugh.
He didn't need a lot, but he didn't get a lot either. And, it actually looks like he lost yardage. Great defensive stop by the Falcons. What needing 2 inches looked like he may have lost 3 inches. There's about 5 inches away from the first down there. So West Rowan's going to take over. 5:09 to go, first quarter. They're trailing 7-0.
Here on Radio Free Cabarrus High School Cube Game of the Week, and here come West Rowan. Yeah, that Klugh should have jumped forward. Looked like he did not. It looked like he jumped to the side.
Here Balkin with the handoff to Reddick, and Reddick's up the middle for a good gain. He's going to get tackled in there by number 54, Josh Stewart.
Great tackle by Stewart to save perhaps the first down, if not more.
Not before picking up 6 yards on the play. Falcons out to the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4.
clock is now down to 4:40 remaining in the first quarter.
Here's the handoff to Reddick again. Reddick's going to get to the outside on the left side, but he's going to be dragged down there.
Beautiful, beautiful tackle by David Gavin, number 15. Saved the first down, and I think he lost a couple of yardage. Reddick on the play.
They're going to give him, it's going to be about 3rd and 2.
Actually, he gained 2 on the play.
Spotted at the 22. Big 3rd down for the Falcons here early in the first half with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Central need a stop right now, folks.
He didn't get it. There's a fumble on the play. Reddick had the ball and didn't get the first down, but he fumbled it. I don't know if they are going to turn it over.
Recovered by Levan Hightower, number 4 for Central.
Second big turnover for the Falcons. They turn the ball over here with 3:44 to go in the first quarter. Central's going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know it's early, but it seems like West Rowan is trying to give the game to Central. Central has to take advantage of it, folks.
Yeah, we talked about turnovers. Central's had excellent field position. The only play they've run on their side of the field was because of a penalty to start the game with. Other than that, they've been in Falcon territory most of the night.
Central need to score a touchdown, folks.
We're going to have officials timeout.
Central timeout.
Cabarrus is calling timeouts. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus High School Cube game.
Would you like to reclaim lost health? Are supplements only getting you so far? Hey folks, my name is Franklin. I had a heart attack in 2006 that left me with a damaged valve working at only 20% capacity and odds against being here now. Then I found RNA Drops, a patented complement formula that creates perfect cells in your body. My perfect cells helped me to regain heart function and more. What could your body do with perfect cells? For a limited time, you can find out for free. Go to franklinsrnadrops.com and get a free mini bottle, valued at $50 on its way. Just pay shipping and handling. While you're there, you can view our growing line of products and hear amazing stories of what these products have done for others. My story is there as well. That's franklinsrnadrops.com. Start reclaiming your health today by giving your body what it needs. I cannot wait to hear what your perfect cells are doing for you. Thank you.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus, and the handoff to Purvis, and he's met in the backfield by number 23, Darius Phillips, and again, that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards.
Yeah, so far, Purvis is in negative yardage for so far.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 14. This Falcon defense has given up 17 points per game on the year. Showed why earlier. They stopped the Vikings on 4th down and inches, and they've got to have another defensive stop here.
The clock is approaching 3 minutes, folks, left in the first quarter.
Klugh's got trips to the right. Purvis in the backfield. And he's going to look to pass over the middle, and the ball's going to be intended for number 33, Riley McGee, but it's going to be overthrown.
Tipped by number 5, Jawan Summer, and folks, that was a very bad throw by Klugh. Throw it into deep coverage. He's very lucky that ball was not intercepted.
That'll bring up 3rd and 14. Klugh taking the call from the sideline, now running into the huddle.
Well, Central, if they don't score right now, they need to pick up a couple of yards to get into Riley McGee kicking range.
Again, double wide outs to the right. Klugh looking, rolls right. He's looking in the end zone. He's got McGee open.
And he scored!
Touchdown, Central Cabarrus. Riley McGee.
The kicker. The kicker with the touchdown catch.
And again, both touchdown passes tonight, the receiver has gotten behind that West Rowan defense, and he pretty much, as long as he was in bounds there, he was good. He was right in the corner of the end zone, kept it in bounds, and Central's up 13-7 and they're an extra point away from making this a 14-0 ball game.
As a reward for catching the touchdown, Riley McGee's kicking the extra point away.
High snap, but they get the ball down and kicks away, and it's good. Riley McGee with the touchdown catch and the point after touchdown. Central Cabarrus Vikings 14, West Rowan 0. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus on the High School Cube.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Your hometown drugstore is Cannon Pharmacy. Fast, friendly, affordable. It's got all the modern conveniences, and they have free delivery. That's Cannon Pharmacy. You can go on the internet, cannonpharmacies.com. 6 great locations to serve you. 2 in Kannapolis, the new location in Concord. That's at Cabarrus Avenue at Concord Parkway. Also location in Charlotte and Mooresville. That's Cannon Pharmacies. Great hometown service. Your hometown drugstore is Cannon Pharmacy.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus, McGee's kickoff, and we've got a whistle.
I wonder why.
It's going to be offsides. It's thrown by the line judge up here on the kicking team. That's normally going to indicate an offsides on the kicking team.
Normally we say folks.
While we got a break here, when I was at West Rowan years ago, West Rowan was always the scheduling patsy because we never were very good in football back in the 70s and 80s, and everyone scheduled West Rowan for homecoming. Tonight's homecoming at Central Cabarrus, and Central must have known something tonight that it's kind of going back to the 70s, sound that retro. Let's get West Rowan over here, but still a lot of time left to go in the game. But right now they're up 14-0, and they're going to be pushed back to their 35-yard line for the kickoff.
And it looked like actually it was forced out, the initial by the official.
I think number on the opposite side over there was offsides. And McGee set, and we're going to kick it off again. This one's going to be a little short. Martin's going to run up and grab it, and he's going to mishandle it. He catches it at the 20, and he's looking for some running room. He's going to get out to about the 30-yard line, but again, that ball was kicked short. Martin came up and caught it off his shoulder pads. It bounced up in the air, but he was able to recover it and keep it.
Nice tackle by number 22 for Central. Derek Clapper with the tackle for Central. And West Rowan will start ball from 33-yard line with 2:40 remaining in the first quarter.
33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Falcons. They've had a couple of good plays, but then turnovers have hurt them. Let's see what they do here. Balcom shotgun formation. He's going to look to pass. He drops back. Good protection across the middle. It's going to be a little short. Intended on the play for Chris Patterson. It's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That ball was not far away from being intercepted by number 10, Corey Smith for Central.
Good protection there by the offensive line. Balcom had plenty of time. Just could not get his receiver.
And folks, we have a score update. Mallard Creek is now leading 24-3 over half.
Balcom with the handoff to Reddick. Reddick's going to get to the left side, and not a lot of room there.
And it's tackled by number 25 for Central. Number 25, Jonathan DeRasto.
Looks like a pickup of about no pickup there. They're going to spot it back. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Referee had some discussion there. One referee stopped the clock, but now it's winding again just under the 2-minute mark. 3rd and 10 for the Falcons.
This is a big down for both teams, folks.
Double wide outs to the right and to the left. Balcom's going to roll right. He's got a receiver open, and it's in and out of the hands of Chris Patterson. That would have been enough yardage for the first down, but Patterson was unable to hold on to it. And again, the Falcons are going to be forced to punt. and give the ball back to the Vikings here in the first quarter.
I'm surprised there was no holding call against the Falcons. Looked like one of the players was holding a central defender who was trying to come after the quarterback.
Balcom set to punt for the Falcons, standing at his 20-yard line. Purvis is back at about the 35. Balcom gets the punt away. Purvis signals for a fair catch. He's going to let it roll. It's going to take a Falcon roll down inside the 15-yard line. It's going to be down by number 9, Zeke Blackwood, at about the 12-yard line. That's where Central Cabarrus will take over. They're leading 14-0. 1:27 to go in the first quarter.
And we are Radio Free Cabarrus High School Cube Game of the Week. And look like Purvis should have actually caught the ball instead of calling for a fair catch. He lost 20 yards on the play, basically, by calling for a fair catch.
Yeah, he didn't have any blockers up for him, but maybe catching it would have saved a few yardage there. But that was a 55-yard punt for Balcom.
Yeah, great punt by the quarterback / punter.
Central's on the move, 12-yard line. And here's the handoff.
Fuller
around the right-hand side. He's going to get out to about the 20-yard line.
Tackled by number 23, Darius Phillips for West Rowan. Clock is approaching 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Clock is approaching that, folks.
It'll be second and a long 2. Klugh takes the call from the sideline, now gets in the huddle. Again, shotgun formation. Fuller in motion. Klugh on the keeper, and he has nowhere to go. He's going to be tackled by pretty much the whole defensive line of the Falcons.
Yeah, let's call it 5 players tackle for Klugh. Pick player, folks, and the numbers. That was a great defensive play by West Rowan.
They're going to spot the ball at the 17-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 5, so loss of 3 on the play. 19 seconds to go in the first quarter.
This might be the last play of the first quarter if they get it off. They need to hurry.
Klugh is in shotgun formation, and he's going to be looking to pass. He's looking deep. He's got McGee.
And it's caught by Cook. Question was he out.
He's going to rule him out of bounds there. Tillman Cook on the reception. The referee's going to rule him out of bounds. And the ball's that's going to be the end of the quarter. Great catch there, but he didn't get both feet in bounds. And we're going to go to the end of the first quarter here. Central Cabarrus leading 14-0. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus, powered by highschoolcube.com. Central Cabarrus 14, West Rowan 0.
County is a great place to live and work and boasts so many wonderful attributes. And that's where the focus is for Cabarrus Living Magazine, a full-color publication right here in Cabarrus County. You can read about people, places, and events that make Cabarrus County such a great place. Cabarrus Living is published every other month, and you can look for your copy at many locations across the community, or simply log on CabarrusLivingMagazine.com. You can see the current issue. You can see past issues. That's Cabarrus Living Magazine. Check it out. We believe you'll enjoy it. State Senator Fletcher Hartzell Jr. would like to thank the many teachers, coaches, parents, and volunteers who work so hard to provide opportunities for our young people. School activities like athletics, bands, and clubs provide students with opportunities to learn and develop, and those activities can't be accomplished without many people who put in countless hours to support them. State Senator Hartzell would like to say thank you to each of you who help. You're building a better community. State Senator Hartzell also would like to thank you for your continued support and input as he represents you in Raleigh, paid for by Fletcher Hartzell State Senator Committee.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus High School, second quarter just getting started. Central Cabarrus faced with the 4th and 5, and they're going to punt. They get the punt away.
Good kick by Cook.
And Reddick's going to take it at the 45. He's going to cut to the left side. He's got some room. He's down the left sideline. Going to be down around the 30, inside the 20-yard line before he's taken out of bounds. So Deshaun Reddick gets the Falcons back in decent field territory. This is the best field position they've had all night long.
And the question
is... About a 34-yard punt return there.
The question is, where was the flag for illegal black in the back? It looked like one Central player, while the punt was being punted, was pushed down by a West Rowan player. That should be illegal black in the back, folks.
West Rowan's going to take over 21-yard line.
Just short of the red zone, folks.
Balkum in shotgun formation. Hand off to Reddick around the left side. He's looking for some running room. He's going to struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Initial tackle by Central was number 75, Boris Tedman.
Yeah, they're going to give him a pickup of a yard. Going to bring up 2nd and 9. West would love to score here. Get back to within 7.
Even a field goal, I think they will settle right now.
Here's the handoff to Reddick, and he's met in the backfield. That's going to be a loss.
What a tackle by number, is it 71? 74, until McClellan. What a tackle, folks. This was a tackle you want to see on the highlight of the week, folks.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Falcons. Big third down here in the second quarter. Already trailing 14-0. Balkum's got wideouts to the right. He looks inside and hands it off to Reddick. And again, Reddick's going to have nowhere to go.
Let's see where they spot it. Do they take it 10-yard back or?
Falcons had 4 wideouts, and maybe we're trying to spread the field there and give Reddick some running room in the middle, but the Viking defense had nothing to do with that. And they're moving backwards. That's going to be another loss. That's going to bring up 4th and 15.
I honestly don't get that call. It's 3rd and long. You need to throw the ball, not run the ball. If you're West Rowan.
Balkum with the snap. He's back to pass. He's looking downfield. And it's going to be intended for Chris Patterson. No flag on the play, and that's going to be turnover on downs to Central Cabarrus.
If anything, there should have been flag on Patterson for holding number 4 for Central. Levan Hightower was clearly being held by West Rowan. That is a missed call by the official, folks.
So 9:37 to go second quarter. Central Cabarrus is going to take over on downs. They're at their 26-yard line.
And let's see if Central is trying to feed Kenny Pelvis right now. Now would be a great time for that, folks.
Klugh's in shotgun formation. Purvis set right behind him. And here's the handoff to Purvis. He's around the left side, and he's going to be dragged down.
Nice tackle. Very nice tackle by, looks like number 40 for West Rowan. Noah Williams with the tackle. Save perhaps the first down for Pelvis.
Going to get out to about the 27-yard line, pick up of about a yard.
It looks like so far West Rowan is defending Pelvis really well, folks.
They have done so far, and they're still trailing 14-0. Here's the snap to Klugh, and he's back to pass. He's going to have pressure on him. He's going to be taken down for a loss.
Yeah, number 42 came from the blind side. Number 42, Quink Lewis, came from the blind side and sacked Klugh for a big yardage loss.
Spotted about the 15, and that's going to be a big loss, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 20. And right now, the defense is the name of the game. Central has stopped West Rowan. West Rowan has stopped Central on a couple of times. They've been burned on a couple of long touchdown passes. The big third down here, they don't want to give up a big play to this Viking offense. Klugh looking to pass. He's looking across the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught. What a catch there by Anthony Mullis.
That is a great concentration, folks. It would been so easy to look at the defender. Great concentration by Anthony Morris.
Yeah, the ball was knocked away. It went up in the air. Morris kept his eyes on it, came down with it at about the 50-yard line, picked up another 8 to 10 yards on that. They're going to be across midfield. They're at the Falcon 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Central Cabarrus. 8:05 left, second quarter.
That is a big play, a play that we might talk about at the Sandra post-game show, folks.
Klugh in shotgun formation. Again, he's back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open on the right-hand side. He's going to overthrow him.
Intended to number 2, Fuller. Incomplete, second down.
Klugh gave the fake, and I think the defensive back bit for it, but just overthrew his receiver. And he was looking at possible another 6 points there for Central Cabarrus.
From so far, the game is for Central has been all about passing game, and it's time for Central to give the ball to Pelvis and get him going.
Three receivers to the right. Klugh again back to pass. He's looking down to the left-hand side, and he's got Mullis for the touchdown in the left corner of the end zone. And again, that's a touchdown for the Vikings. Another pass play. Another Viking defender or Viking offensive player getting behind the West Rowan defender. Central Cabarrus up 20-0 here in the second quarter. Riley McGee on to kick the extra point to make it 21-0.
And that was a 40-yard reception by Morris, who has 2 touchdowns so far in the game, folks. Great game so far by Haasan Klugh. Now we see why he's been selected to the Shrine Bowl game.
We've got a penalty flag on the play.
We were just told that Morris is already having over 100-yard reception in the game, folks.
That's offsides on the defense.
You might as well go for it for 2 points. Go for the knocker right now.
They'll decline it.
So they didn't listen to the radio broadcast there, folks.
Low snap, but he gets the kick away. And it's going to be good. So the extra point by Riley McGee gives the Central Cabarrus Vikings, with 7:49 to go in the second quarter, from Central Cabarrus High School, homecoming night. Central Cabarrus 21, West Rowan 0.
Cabarrus County is a great place to live and work and boasts so many wonderful attributes, and that's where the focus is for Cabarrus Living Magazine, a full-color publication right here in Cabarrus County. You can read about people, places, and events that make Cabarrus County such a great place. Cabarrus Living is published every other month, and you can look for your copy at many locations across the community, or simply log on CabarrusLivingMagazine.com. You can see the current issue. You can see past issues. That's Cabarrus Living Magazine. Check it out. We believe you'll enjoy it. State Senator Fletcher Hartzell Jr. would like to thank the many teachers, coaches, parents, and volunteers who work so hard to provide opportunities for our young people. School activities like athletics, band, and clubs provide students with opportunities to learn and develop, and those activities can't be accomplished without many people who put in countless hours to support them. State Senator Hartzell would like to say thank you to each of you who help your building a better community. State Senator Hartzell also would like to thank you for your continued support and input as he represents you in Raleigh, paid for by Fletcher Hartzell State Senator Committee.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus, Harrison Balkin with the kickoff from the Kings. He's going to take it about the 12, and he's going to be taken down out across the 30, about the 31-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will take over. 1st and 10, 7:42 to go, second quarter. They're trailing 21-0.
You know, it's 21-0, but in a way, it feels like the game is closer than 21-0.
Yeah. West has had one scoring opportunity where they were downfield, but they were unable to cash in on it. And right now, they need to put something on the board, whether it's a touchdown or field goal. They just need to get some positive yardage here. You know, Central Cabarrus is going to get the ball to start the second half also. So we'll see what the Falcons can do here. Balcom, shotgun formation. He's got the handoff to number 2. That's going to be
number 2. Not on the roster.
Yeah, we don't have a 2 on the roster here for West Rowan, so he's going to be taken down for a loss of about 2 yards.
And Boris Tape Tadman with the tackle for Central. Very nice tackle by Tadman.
I think that's a number 3. I think the jersey was coming up on his body there. That's number 3, Weeks, with the carry there. Ball comes under center. First time we've seen this tonight.
Reddick with the run. Very nice tackle by number 10, Corey Smith. If I'm not mistaken, that is Corey Smith's third tackle of the game, folks.
Reddick's going to get back across the original line of scrimmage in another yard or two to bring up 3rd and 8. Falcons desperately need to convert this 3rd down here.
With 6:40 remaining in the second quarter. Let's see if West Rowan decide to throw the ball this time.
Ball comes under center. And again, the handoff in the backfield, and there's nothing there for that Western Wind ground game.
Tackle, let's call it a 71 for Central, which is not on the roster.
Rashawn Martin on the carry, and no gain any there. That's going to be 4th and 8. And Balcom back to punt.
I'm surprised and a bit shocked with the way West Rowan has been calling plays on offense, folks.
Balcom standing at his 20. He's going to get it away at about the 25-yard line. Purvis is going to let it bounce at about the 30. It's going to take a bounce towards the sideline, and Western Wind's going to down it at about the 30-yard line.
With 5:43 remaining in the second quarter. Folks, I'm a bit surprised. Here's why. It's 3rd and long, and you decide to run the ball, trailing 21-0. It's almost like saying, you know what, we're getting ready to run the pass and go back to West Rowan.
Well, we're not going to call it that yet, but right now it is in Central Cabarrus' favor. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Klugh shotgun formation, trips to the right. Purvis, your lone setback. And here's the handoff to Purvis up the middle, and he fumbles it, and Western Wind's going to recover it. Purvis lost the ball at about the 36-yard line. And coming up with the play for the Falcons is going to be number 34, Jalen Sanders.
And Purvis is down. Phelps, I wasn't sure if he's down because he's being said that he fumbled the ball, but looked like he might be out.
That may be the play Western Wind needed here. They got a break. They've had a couple turnovers themselves, and now they get the Vikings to turn the ball over.
If I'm not mistaken, that is Purvis' fourth fumble of the season.
And he's still laying on the ground. Both teams have gone to their sideline.
Now he's getting up.
Help him up here. He's going to come off.
It looked like the wind might have been knocked out of him. That is a huge turnover by Central. And let's see if West Rowan decide to throw the ball for once.
They're going to spot the ball at the 37-yard line. Falcon offense back on the field. And Balcom's going to be shotgun formation. Reddick set to the right. Double wideouts to the right and to the left. And there's a snap. Balcom's going to keep it to the right-hand side. He's going to get out of bounds at about the 32, 33-yard line.
Was tackled by number 10, Corey Smith, assisted by number 4, Levan Itowell.
He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. We'll call it 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 5.
And this is definitely a fall down territory for West Rowan.
Haasan Martin to the far left. Shaquille Simmons to the far right. Reddick in the backfield. Balcom looking to pass. He's got Martin open about the 20-yard line, and Martin's going to get down inside the 10. He got away from the first defender. The Falcons have moved the ball down inside the 10-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 8-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Falcons on the pass from Balcom to Martin.
David Givens saved the touchdown. David Givens saved the touchdown for Central on that play, folks.
Shotgun formation. Balcom with the snap and the handoff to Reddick. Reddick up the middle around the left side. Going to get into the middle of the line. It's going to pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards.
Second and goal coming up.
They're going to spot it just at about the 5-yard line, maybe just inside the 5. It'll be second and goal.
And if you're Central, you should expect the run, but look for the fake.
4:45 to go. West Rowan trying to get on the board before half. The best chance they've had tonight. Balcom's going to be under center. Reddick set in the tailback position, and here's the handoff to Reddick up the right-hand side.
It's close.
He's in. The referee signals touchdown. West Rowan Falcons. Deshaun Reddick with the 5-yard run. The Falcons are on the board.
And the fumble by Cabarrus came back to cost Central Cabarrus 6 points. The kicker for West Rowan is going to be Zach Russell, number 8, going to attempt the extra point.
Snap the spot, and the kick is up, and it's way, and it's going to be good. West Rowan, after the 5-yard run by Deshaun Reddick, they're on the board. Central Cabarrus leads it 21-7. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus, high school cube football here from Central Cabarrus High School.
It's big time revelry at the Renaissance Festival. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th.
You laugh so hard you'll wet yourself.
The Carolina Renaissance Festival, a medieval amusement park.
10 stages of music.
Comedy, daredevil antics.
Jousting nights.
The Renaissance Festival.
Happy 20th anniversary.
Incredible value. A crafts market. Wondrous entertainment. Kitchens and pubs.
I love the giant turkey leg.
Huzzah!
Great escape. You will love it.
The 20th anniversary of the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Discount tickets at Harris Teeter stores or print yours online at renfestinfo.com. Presented by Pepsi, the Charlotte Observer.
Crazy, unique, exotic, and smells delicious.
You can save with discount festival admission coupons at Party City locations while supplies last. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival this weekend.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus, Zach Russell with the kickoff to the Vikings.
Fuller with the return. Fuller taken down 25-yard line.
Yeah, 24-yard line. Fuller took the ball on the far right side, got around to the left-hand side, gets it out to the 24-yard line. That's where the Vikings will take over, leading 21-7, 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
The Vikings clearly need a long drive, and they need a touchdown to take the momentum away from West Rowan.
This West Rowan defense, they've come up big a couple of times. They need another big play here, force another turnover, or 3 downs, or 4 downs and out for the Vikings. See if they can get the ball back and score before halftime. Purvis is back in the game. Klugh back to pass. He's going to be taken out of the pocket to the right-hand side. He's being chased there, and he's going to be taken out of bounds for a loss. Here's the penalty flag on the play.
Where the flag is, it's usually all in against the offense, but we should wait and see.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be declined. Yeah, that's what it is. Preliminary signals holding against the Vikings. Coach Scott Young for the Falcons is going to decline it. That'll bring up second and about 15, 16 yards for the Vikings. Klugh was forced out of the pocket to the right-hand side and just did not have a receiver downfield.
Yeah, very good contained defense by West Rowan.
This West Rowan defense led the league in interceptions last year, but tonight they've been burned a couple of times. But right now they've got Central pinned back inside their 20, second and 15. Klugh again back to pass, and again he's going to be forced out of the pocket, and he's going to gets away, going to get it back out to maybe the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice tackle by number 90 for West Rowan, Derek Moreland.
Yeah, Klugh going to fall short of the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd and 11. 3:45 and counting here at Viking Stadium. Homecoming activities will be coming up shortly.
In about 3.5 minutes.
West Rowan defense looking for a big stop here They've got all 3 timeouts left if they can get a stop here on the Vikings on this 3rd down. Double wideouts to the right and left. Klugh back to pass. He's got pressure. Screen across the middle. Ball was tipped. And it's going to be incomplete.
Intended to Kenny Paris, tipped by number 99, Justin Evans.
And the Falcons get what they want. They get the stop and they get a punt. And back to receive for the Falcons is Deshaun Reddick. He's going to be standing at about his 35-yard line. He's got an up man for blocking, so let's see what kind of return the Falcons can get on this punt.
Dylan Cook need to get a really good kick, really good punt for Central right now, folks. Need to go at least 40 yards, if not more.
West is going to set up the return. The kick's away. It's going to hit at about the 45-yard line. And it's going to be down at the 40-yard line. That's where the Falcons will take over at their 40-yard line. They're trailing 21-7. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. And let's see what the Falcons do here if they can get another scoring drive here and get this game to within 7 before halftime.
If Central can get a stop, they have 2 timeouts, so they might still get the ball before the halftime is over. And with the way Central can move the ball, even 15 seconds can be enough for them to score a touchdown.
Exactly. Both these teams can score pretty quick. West comes out. They're going to have Reddick set to the right. And there's going to be a whistle and a flag.
False stop.
False start on the offense.
And the guilty party we were just told is number 77.
We have officials timeout here. Looks like they've got 3:11 on the clock. They're resetting the clock. There must have been some time run off the clock there.
Yeah,
second. 1 second. 1 second. So. Get that set back up. There we go. And then we're going to be set to go here. First and 15 for the Falcons. Balcom in shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He fakes it to Reddick. He's looking downfield. And again, we've got penalty flags on the play. Pass was intended for Darius Gabriel.
Let's see who's the flag against. It could go either way, folks.
Covering on the play was Levon Hightower for Central Cabarrus. It's going to be a pushing call against the Vikings.
That is a bad call, folks. I mean, both players were holding. So, I mean, in this case, pick up the flag.
That's going to bring the ball to the 50-yard line. It's going to give the Falcons a first down.
That is a very questionable call, if that, folks.
I'm not going to question it. Balcom under center. And here's the handoff to Reddick, and I'm not sure that play was meant to go. Reddick started to the right. It may have been a misdirection. Reddick had to go back to the left to get the ball, and they're going to lose 5 yards on that play.
Very good tackle by 75. Boris Cape Tedman. He's his 3rd tackle of the game.
Well, it's going to be spotted at the 46-yard line. 2.5 minutes coming up here to go in the first half.
If Central can get a stop right now, they might consider using the timeout.
West is going to call a timeout. We're going to stay here with 2:28 to go in the first half. West Rowan calls a timeout. They've got a 2nd and 14. Trying to get on in the end zone here before the half.
And if I am Central, I look for the run. I definitely look for the run. And after Reddick or maybe Balcom with the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, and maybe they may be coming up with something different here. I'll give you a couple updates on some scores. Kannapolis 40-3 over J.M. Robinson. That's in the second quarter. Sun Valley 14-0 over Piedmont. That also in the second quarter. West Montgomery 17, Albemarle 0, and South Stanley 27, South Davison 0. I did see a score earlier, no of interest to anyone around here, somewhere out in the eastern part of the state, 64-0 in the first quarter.
This is my high school.
T.C. Robertson 15 and North Bunkman 7. Mark Clemens will like that score.
Well, I'd like it if it were reversed.
And he'll come a Halloween custom.
All right, here we go. Balcom in shotgun formation. Falcons staring a 2nd and 14 from the 46. Balcom's going to roll left. He's got his receiver over in the flat, and it's going to be caught by Darius Gabriel. He's going to stay in bounds. The clock's going to continue to run. He gets down across midfield to the 45-yard line of the Vikings. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
Defended by number 15, David Govan, who looked like he could have had a potential play on the play, but he did not get it.
Big 3rd down for the Falcons. Double wideouts to the right and the left. Inside handoff to Reddick, and Reddick's going to be stopped at about the original line of scrimmage.
Number 54, along with 71, along with 74 for Central with the tackle. 4th down.
That'll bring up 4th down, and
Central is not using the timeout.
1:30 to go.
Very surprising. Coach Gifford is not using the timeout.
Looks like West is going to punt. Yeah, they're going to show punt here. Remember, Balcom, the quarterback, is also the punter.
So they might fake it, folks.
I'm expecting the punt. I think they did fake it. It's a snap to the short man.
He didn't get it. He did not get it.
They're going to be short.
He did not get it. Now I understand. Now we understand why Coach Gifford did not call a timeout.
Carrying on the play was number 14, Darius Gabriel, and he's going to pick up a couple yards, but it's still going to be short of the 1st down. The ball's going to go over on downs to Central Cabarrus. Central Cabarrus is going to take over at the 44-yard line. 1:04 on the clock. 2 timeouts still left for the Vikings. Let's see what they can get done here.
Let's see if Klugh go deep this time.
Here's a handoff to Purvis, and he's going to be up the middle, pick up maybe a couple of yards.
Look like a 2-yard gain on the play.
Central calls a quick timeout. Anytime you hand the ball to Purvis, he can go on any play, so might as well use your timeouts and give him a chance.
And Central has only 1 timeout left, but with the ball at the 46-yard line, this might be a Hail Mary time if Clark was down to a couple of seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep it maybe on the sideline, use that last timeout, maybe just try to add a field goal if they don't score, but they get the 1st down. That'll stop the clock, time for the change to move.
I'm not sure if the clock will stop on time of the change, unless we go out of bounds.
It'll stop to move the change, and then it'll wind it again once the change are set. So we'll see what they do here. Donnie Kiefer, Coach Kiefer in the huddle with his team.
So now Central has 12 players in the huddle. 11 players and 1 coach. Former player.
Yeah, he looks more like a fullback than a coach out there.
Still on the field.
Ball set on the right hash mark. Purvis again set behind Klugh in shotgun formation. Klugh rolls to his left. He looks downfield. He's got some protection. He's got to get the ball away. And he gets it throws it out of bounds over here on the left-hand side. Really did not have a open man and just got rid of the ball to avoid the sack. That will stop the clock.
Intended to number 2, Fuller. I'm not sure if Klugh intended to throw to Fuller or just decided to throw it out of bounds. Leave another down.
That'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 8.
With 47.5 remaining in the second quarter.
Looked like originally he was going to roll left and then throw back to his right, and that wasn't there, and then he just kind of had to turn and get the ball out of bounds. Now we've got a stoppage by the referee. He's going to reset the 25-second play clock.
Yeah.
He's going to reset it to 25. It was on 25. He reset it to 25.
Might have been distractions on the side.
Tillman Cook and Riley McGee out to the left-hand side. Split wide left. Here's the handoff to Purvis. Purvis up the middle.
Close, but no stick out.
Yeah, he's going to get 3 or 4 yards. Taken down at midfield. That'll bring up 4th down.
But the clock is running. So
clock's running. I don't know that Central wants to take a chance of doing anything with it here. The referee is going to mark it for play. They do not have to run a play. I would assume they'll run one play on the 4th down, but they don't want to leave any time on the clock and give West Rowan a chance for a Hail Mary. Yeah, he's going to. They're just standing there right now, and it looks like they may go to the dressing room. They're going to take it to the dressing room. Thought maybe they may call a timeout, run that last play, and not leave any time on the clock. But halftime here at Central Cabarrus, homecoming night 2013. Your score: Central Cabarrus Vikings 21, the West Rowan Falcons 7. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus, powered by HighSchoolCube.com.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Your hometown drugstore is Cannon Pharmacy. Fast, friendly, affordable. It's got all the modern conveniences, and they have free delivery. That's Cannon Pharmacy. You can go on the internet, cannonpharmacies.com. 6 great locations to serve you. 2 in Kannapolis, the new location in Concord. That's at Cabarrus Avenue at Concord Parkway. Also location in Charlotte and Mooresville. That's Cannon Pharmacies. Great hometown service. Your hometown drugstore is Cannon Pharmacy.
Would you like to reclaim lost health? Are supplements only getting you so far? Hey folks, my name is Franklin. I had a heart attack in 2006 that left me with a damaged valve working at only 20% capacity and odds against being here now. Then I found RNA Drops, a patented complement formula that creates perfect cells in your body. My perfect cells helped me to regain heart function and more. What could your body do with perfect cells? For a limited time, you can find out for free. Go to franklinsrnadrops.com and get a free mini bottle, valued at $50 on its way. Just pay shipping and handling. While you're there, you can view our growing line of products and hear amazing stories of what these products have done for others. My story is there as well. That's franklinsrnadrops.com. Start reclaiming your health today by giving your body what it needs. I cannot wait to hear what your perfect cells are doing for you. Thank you.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Well, it's halftime here at Central Cabarrus. Mark Clemens with you as Perry Gabriel and Shaked Bartal bringing you all the action for homecoming, and we've got the homecoming activities going on the field. 21-7 our score. Central Cabarrus jumped out to a 21-0 lead over the West Rowan team, and now it's 21-7. Some good defensive play by the Vikings really keyed some of this, and some good passing from Haasan Klugh, the Shrine Bowl selectee, and he has done an outstanding job here in this football game, getting the Vikings out to this lead. A good defensive effort as well. We've also see a score coming in from Concord Cox Mill. It's Concord 21, Cox Mill 7. That game still in the second quarter. Last check there. We do not have a score yet from Forest Hills and Mount Pleasant. That is also another game Radio Free Cabarrus and High School Cube broadcasting for tonight. We'll check and see what other scores we may have coming across the area. Don't forget complete coverage on this and every other game across the area in the Independent Tribune on Sunday and online, independenttribune.com. Hale Brown 47, J.M. Robinson 3. Bulldogs did get on the board for today. Well, we've got a chance. Let's step aside, take a break. We'll join the halftime activities here at Central Cabarrus when we come back. Our score is Central Cabarrus 21, West Rowan 7.
It's big-time revelry at the Renaissance Festival. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th.
You laugh so hard you'll wet yourself.
The Carolina Renaissance Festival, a medieval amusement park.
10 stages of music.
Comedy, daredevil antics.
Jousting nights.
The Renaissance Festival.
Happy 20th anniversary.
Incredible value. A crafts market. Wondrous entertainment. Kitchens and pubs.
I love the giant turkey leg.
Huzzah!
Great escape. You will love it.
The 20th anniversary of the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Discount tickets at Harris Teeter stores or print yours online at renfestinfo.com. Presented by Pepsi, the Charlotte Observer.
Crazy, unique, exotic, and smells delicious.
You can save with discount festival admission coupons at Party City locations while supplies last. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival this weekend.
In the early 1950s, something really exciting happened right here in Concord, and it's been here ever since. It's the smooth, refreshing taste of Sundrop. Now, some of the faces have changed over the years, of course, but one thing that has not changed is the smooth citrus taste of an ice-cold Sundrop. You know something else that hasn't changed? It's Sundrop's involvement in Concord and the surrounding communities. Sundrop, hometown folks providing you with the taste you've come to enjoy for years and years and years. So next time you're grocery shopping, pick up Sundrop in your favorite flavor. After all, the folks at Sundrop, from delivery drivers, warehouse staff, and the management team, work hard every day to bring you the refreshing, smooth taste of Sundrop. Sundrop, the official soft drink of Radio Free Cabarrus. Nothing like a Sundrop.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
All right, we're back here at Central Cabarrus where homecoming activities are just getting underway, and the earlier production right while the homecoming court was lining up looked like a production out of the Super Bowl. They had all these dancers on the field and different costumes and stuff, and you know, at the Super Bowl you get all these people out on the field performing, and that's sort of what it looked like here at Central Cabarrus. So homecoming activities underway. First half in the books. Central Cabarrus leads it 21-7. And what I came away with in the first half was West is trailing 21-7. They're not out of the ball game. They've had some bad breaks. They lost a fumble on a kick. They've had some couple turnovers. They've had terrible field position. They haven't been able to get Reddick any good carries for any positive yardage. But somehow 21-7, like we talked about earlier, they still seem to be in this ball game. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. I did tell you wrong early that Central would get the ball to start the second half, but West deferred, so they're going to get first choice here and get the ball to start the second half. And if they can put some points on the board at first possession, it's going to be a pretty good ball game. It's going to put some pressure back on Central. I'm surprised Purvis has kind of been held in check tonight.
Yeah, I'm also very surprised. Coming to the game, we talked about how Purvis is probably going to have a great game and they need to stop him. And we talk about Klugh, how we felt like wrongly being selected to the Shrine Bowl. But actually, the opposite has happened. Purvis is looking bad. Part of it is not his fault because of West Rowan outstanding run defense, but part of it, the fumble by Kenny Purvis. Meanwhile, Haasan Klugh is having a tremendous game. Thrown 3 touchdowns, ran the ball very well, and it's the reason why Central is up by 21-7.
Right, and on those pass plays, we talked about it when they occurred. The defender for West Rowan was 3, 4, 5 yards away from the receiver, and the receiver got behind the defense on all 3 of those pass plays pretty much. And you can't let that happen. You've got to stay with your receiver, and you've got to be there for defense. And they just weren't able to do that. So Central was able to strike and put those 3 scores on the board, and they're up 21-7. And the second half, I don't know what Central will change. I think they're going to stick with their game plan. It's working for them right now. I think what West Rowan's got to do is they're going to mix it up a little bit. I think they're going to see some play action pass with Reddick looking deep. Malcolm's had time to throw. He's had some receivers open. He's missed a couple of his receivers. So it's there. It's just a matter of getting the open receiver and getting him. They've had some terrible field position. If they get some better field position, take a few more chances downfield, we still have a pretty good ball game here, and we'll see the Falcons. We talked about it earlier. They're trying to avoid losing 2 in a row for the first time since 2002, and right now that streak is in jeopardy.
And we have a scoring update from Mount Pleasant. A 4 series leading at halftime by the score of 7-3. So they might play in baseball right now at Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, it seems like Mount Pleasant's always in some low-scoring games this year. You get 15 points down there, you can win the ball game.
Yeah, and Mount Pleasant, and speaking of Mount Pleasant, they have a good running back in Denzel Gilmore, so I'm sure he's having a tremendous game for the Tigers.
Yeah.
As far as this game goes, the one change I would make if I'm Central is give the ball more to Kenny Purvis. While Klugh is having a tremendous game, you need double balance.
And this is the most anticipated moment for homecoming nights here in high school football. Not only everybody's so excited when football season starts, but the homecoming queen is getting ready to be announced here at Central Cabarrus, and I'm not sure who it's going to be. I'm not good at picking. But
I think maybe the one in pink, just a guess.
Okay, I'm gonna take the one in blue.
And even the TV guys are focusing on them. I see Nate Windley from BTV and another cameraman focusing on the. Let's see who the winner is. We need the drum roll.
And they'll probably do runner-ups and all that good stuff first.
Yeah.
We talked about the fast action over at Charlotte Motor Speedway and expecting the fast action here tonight. So far it hasn't been as bad. We haven't had those long runs by Purvis or by Reddick, but we still have the second half to go. So let's see. Here comes the announcement from Homecoming Queen. This is the runner-up.
One of the cheerleaders for Central. She doesn't have a number of cheerleaders, don't have a jersey on, so a cheerleader was the runner-up.
She left her parents. Oh, I didn't.
The one in orange.
I was looking. She was over here in the corner. I missed her.
Yeah, I also did the one in orange. Michael Brown, she's the homecoming queen for 2013-2014 Central Cabarrus Vikings.
Well, congratulations to her, and she gets an automatic invite back to next year's homecoming game so she can crown next year's homecoming queen.
And she made her debut on the radio tonight, folks. So she's now well known.
Yeah, the rain has stayed away. We had a little bit of rain right before the game. We were actually in line at the concession stand. Imagine that. And it started raining, but they had a pretty. We've never been to the concession stand, any of us. So
yeah, they feed us very well here at the press box.
I don't know.
Pizza and
I don't know what the concession stand looks like. I've never been to one. But it's bodied by Krispy Kreme here. But the rain has stayed away. We had a pretty rainbow over the stadium before game time tonight.
Yeah.
And right now the green and yellow is the rainbow of choice color right now as the Vikings lead at 21-7. So, and we're going to take a break here, and we're going to come back and give you a little bit more of the highlights from the first half. But we're going to take a break here on Radio Free Cabarrus, powered by highschoolcube.com.
Read all about it in the Independent Tribune. That's your hometown newspaper. The Independent Tribune, independenttribune.com, features local news, features, and everything you want to know about Cabarrus County and Southern Rowan County. And, of course, they're published on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The unifying voice of Greater Cabarrus County is the Independent Tribune. And, of course, lots of special features online at the Independent Tribune, including some video from time to time. To subscribe, call 704-789-9162.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
State Senator Fletcher Hartzell Jr. would like to thank the many teachers, coaches, parents, and volunteers who work so hard to provide opportunities for our young people. School activities like athletics, bands, and clubs provide students with opportunities to learn and develop, and those activities can't be accomplished without many people who put in countless hours to support them. State Senator Hartzell would like to say thank you to each of you who helped your building a better community. State Senator Hartzell also would like to thank you for your continued support and input as he represents you in Raleigh, paid for by Fletcher Hartzell State Senator Committee. Cabarrus County is a great place to live and work and boasts so many wonderful attributes, and that's where the focus is for Cabarrus Living Magazine, a full-color publication right here in Cabarrus County. You can read about people, places, and events that make Cabarrus County such a great place. Cabarrus Living is published every other month, and you can look for your copy at many locations across the community or simply log on CabarrusLivingMagazine.com. You can see the current issue. You can see past issues. That's Cabarrus Living Magazine. Check it out. We believe you'll enjoy it.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Viking Stadium on the campus of Central Cabarrus High School, about 5 minutes left to go in the halftime activities. Central Cabarrus leads it 21-7.
And we have a guest just entered the press box.
The teams are making their way back out on the field here to do a little stretching and pregame warm-ups.
And we should mention where we are located in case folks don't know. We are in the middle of Highway 49.
Yeah, he says we're in the middle of nowhere, and I told him he's never been to West Rowan. If you want to go to the middle of nowhere, go to West Rowan. You know, rumor has it that they don't get the 6 o'clock news until about 8 o'clock at night because it takes that long for it to filter through the system out there. But that's my hometown, home school. I graduated from there in 1979, and it was small back then, and it's still small now.
Maybe since you graduated, I'm sure it decreased by one person.
Yeah, still wearing the baby blue. I've always had that love for the baby blue. Maybe that's why I'm a Tar Heel fan and Carolina fan. And speaking of my Tar Heels, they have Miami next Thursday night. They always play good.
Is that your vacation?
And that's my vacation. It turned into what I hope is going to be a decent football game to go to. But the way the Heels have played here lately, I've kind of turned that into a one-day vacation to where I'll be in Chapel Hill, pulling for my Heels in the upset. And I'm up there a couple years ago, and they beat Miami, so we'll see if they can do it again next Thursday. But back to action here at Central Cabarrus. West Rowan still in the ball game, 21-7. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. Not a lot of penalties tonight. There've been some penalties, but we've had the holding call, the pushing call on the pass interference early that my partner didn't agree with, but I think it was a good call.
Challengeable call. Very challengeable call, folks.
I noticed you didn't throw your red flag out on the field.
Yeah. If I had thrown the challenge flag from the press box, it might have out one of the fans on the stand, so I decided not to throw it.
Now, Central has had pretty good field position most of the night. West Rowan's been pinned back deep a couple of times. West started the game with the onside kick and didn't recover. Central got the ball and had a quick penalty. But other than that, everything's pretty much gone as planned for Central Cabarrus. They're averaging 56 points the last 5 ball games. They've got 21. West Rowan's given up 17. They've given up 21 already. But this high-powered offense from Central, I think, is going to put a few more on the board. And we'll just see if West can hang in there with them and get back and get this game maybe knotted up.
Yeah. That will be a tall order for West Rowan. In order for them to do that, they have to get Reddick in the game, more involved. Reddick, so far, he might have negative yardage in the first half. Had it not been for one or two big run, and we have a scoring update, folks. Mallard Creek is now leading 24-10 over Off in the second quarter.
And Kannapolis 47-3 over J.M. Robinson. We talked earlier also the two teams playing tonight, both of them with the loss already in conference play. Concord hasn't lost. West still has Concord to play. I don't see anyone beating Concord. West probably stands the best chance, or Carson. Central's got to win tonight to have any chance. What they want is a win tonight over West, and then West or Carson to beat Concord. That would be what they're going to have to get Concord 2 losses because they're going to lose the tiebreaker with Concord. At halftime, we've got Northwest Cabarrus and East Rowan. East Rowan leads the Trojans 14-7.
That is a bit of surprising, considering last week East Rowan lost to Eagle Ridge 25-21.
Yeah, and Northwest is a surprise team right now. 5-1, and right now they're losing to East Rowan 14-7. So that would be an upset for the Trojans.
And in a couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken, maybe in 2 weeks, Northwest is hosting Central in what should be a huge game. We can expect the TV folks as well as Radio Free Cabarrus will be there, guarantee.
All right, we're just under a minute to go before the second half begins. We're going to take another commercial break. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus, powered by highschoolcube.com.
It's big time revelry at the Renaissance Festival. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th.
You laugh so hard you'll wet yourself.
The Carolina Renaissance Festival, a medieval amusement park.
10 stages of music.
Comedy, devil antics.
Jousting nights.
The Renaissance Festival.
Happy 20th anniversary.
Incredible value. A crafts market. Wondrous entertainment. Kitchens and pubs.
I love the giant turkey leg.
Huzzah!
Great escape. You will love it.
The 20th anniversary of the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Discount tickets at Harris Teeter stores or print yours online at renfestinfo.com. Presented by Pepsi, the Charlotte Observer.
Crazy, unique, exotic, and smells delicious.
You can save with discount festival admission coupons at Party City locations while supplies last. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival this weekend.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Vikey Stadium on the campus of Central Cabarrus High School, halftime activities have finished. Teams are back on the field during their mandatory 3-minute warm-up. Fans are back in their seats getting ready for the second half. Good crowd here tonight. The folks from Mount Ella, the hometown of West Rowan, have made the trip over through the country.
I think we need to repeat it 3 times.
That's Mount MT Eula, ULLA, the hometown of West Rowan High School. Not a good way to get there to here, except coming through the country. And with all the race traffic in town tonight, too, folks listening to the game, please be careful as you leave tonight. A lot of folks leaving the speedway. Traffic will be heavy. Officials are at midfield. West Rowan's going to get the ball to start the second half. Central Cabarrus is yet down here in the end zone as well.
And I won't be surprised if Central kick an onside kick.
Yeah, we'll see if they. Again, we talked about Purvis being able to go the distance at any time, and I think Reddick is fast and can do the same. They just haven't been able to get him. They've had some penalties. Field position's been bad. They just haven't been able to give him a chance. I don't know that either running backs had more than a 7 or 8 yard carry tonight that I can remember off the top of my head. If they have, it hasn't been many.
I believe Purvis might be a negative yardage. It's very close, folks.
All right. If you tell people right now that Purvis is negative yardage, they would probably not tell you that Central Cabarrus was leading 21-7. Most folks would ask, how bad are they losing?
But they're not, folks. And that is in large part to do to Haasan Klugh.
You're correct on that. Both these coaches, Coach Kiefer and Coach Young for the Falcons, excellent coaches. They've had winning programs where they've been, and I would expect some good adjustments were made at halftime, and to how they're going to counter the adjustment that their opposing team is making. I don't know that Central made a lot, but I know they're expecting West Rowan to come back with something maybe a little bit different. So you got to be ready for that. And I'm sure Coach Kiefer told his guys, hey, it's 21-7, but we still got a whole half of football left to play.
Yeah, I believe the first drive for West Rowan will be indication of what kind of half we should expect. I really believe so, folks.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here. And it's McGee's going to kick it off, and I don't see any trickery here on this kickoff. But West Rowan's going to send Reddick back deep, it looks like, along with a couple other defenders, and we're getting ready for the second half kickoff. And folks, grab your sun drop, open it up, because we've got a whole half of football to go. And
grab a Pizza Hut, and at the end of the game, go to Cannon Pharmacy.
If Cannon Pharmacy's open at the end of the game,
just call them and leave them your message.
Deliver to your house. All right, Ronald McGee is set to kick off. The ball's placed at the 40. Deshaun Reddick at his 5-yard line, creeping forward.
Get you a turkey leg at the Renaissance Festival. There we go.
And here's the kick, and it's going to be taken about the 10-yard line. He's going to cut up the middle of the field. He's going to get out to about the 30-yard line. That's going to be Chris Patterson on the return.
And it's tackled by number 22, Derek Klappenschel.
Falcons set to take over. Just underway, second half. They're spotting the ball at the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10, West Rowan at the 31-yard line.
With 11:52 remaining in the third quarter, still 21-7, Central Cabarrus.
Balcom under center. And here's the handoff to Reddick up the middle. Reddick's going to be out across about the 32, 33-yard line. Pick up of about 2 or 3 yards.
Tackled by 71, which we don't have his name on the roster for Central. Reddick at the scene, open for a second, then it closed quickly.
And Reddick's going to go off the field. He's not walking real well, and he's going to have a sub come in for him. It looks like maybe a cramp. In to replace him is going to be number 3, Keos Weeks. Balcom with the handoff to Weeks, and Weeks up the middle. He's going to be close to the first down. Good running room there for the Falcons, and they're going to give him the first down out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Might want to measurement, but they don't. Nice tackle by David Gozan, but after the Weeks said enough for Falcons.
1st and 10 Falcons. 2 plays and a first down. Now we've got a timeout on the referee stopping the clock.
Maybe challenge?
Nah, they're going to reset the game clock again from 25 to 25.
So raise the roof.
Weeks still in the backfield. Balcom under center. Balcom's going to roll to his right. He's looking downfield. He's got his receiver open, and he drops the ball. Chris Patterson wide open for the Falcons. Balcom hit him in stride, and he just dropped the ball. No excuse for that. It just came out.
Yeah, Patterson, had he catch the ball, he could have danced his way to the end zone.
I know he hates that. He's going off the sideline there, and no one's more disappointed than him. You hate to see that for the quarterback, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Makes sense for the kid, too.
Yeah. He had 5 yards on his closest defender. Reddick still out of the game. Weeks still in the backfield. And the handoff's going to go to Weeks, and he's going to be met
by 7-1. We don't have his name on the roster, so nice tackle by John Doe. James
actually gonna lose a yard there. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. Just when it looked like the Falcons were ready to move.
And the clock is approaching 10 minutes here left in the third quarter.
Third and 11. Balcom's going to come up shotgun formation. Parks and Simmons split to the right. There's a fumble on the play. the handoff was running back never really got control of the handoff, and it goes down. It looks like Central recovered it, but no signal yet by the officials.
Yeah, recovered by Central, number 60. Number 60, John Allen with recovery.
So Central Cabarrus stops the Falcons on their first drive. They're going to take over inside the 40. They're going to spot it at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Central Cabarrus, the 3rd turnover of the night for West Rowan.
Actually, that is the 4th turnover of the night for West Rowan. And the clock is 9:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Central has to go for the killer right now, folks.
Klugh under shotgun formation, and the handoff to Purvis, and Purvis has got a little bit of room. He's going to get out down inside the 35, taken down at about the 32-yard line.
Yep, Purvis looked like he was pushing one of his O-linemen to the side on that play.
Yeah, he's going to pick up of about 6. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great run by Purvis.
And this West Rowan defense being called upon again for a stop here. Purvis set behind Klugh, shotgun formation, snap and the handoff, and Purvis hit behind the line of scrimmage and gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
And it looked like both of the plays, when Klugh engulfed the ball to Purvis, he was not ready for it.
Yeah, I think Purvis may have been a step ahead of him. He was almost too quick for the handoff. That West defensive line hanging tough in there on these running plays. Here's the snap to Klugh. He's back to pass. He's going to got some pressure. He gets away from one defender. He's going to look in the flat, and it's going to be almost picked off. It's incomplete. Almost picked off there by Jalen Sanders for West Rowan.
And if you're Central, you might as well go for it. You're not in Keelan Cook, Riley McGee, field goal range, and no point of punting the ball from West Rowan 32-yard line.
Yeah, Klugh's coming in. He got to play from the sidelines, and
this is a big down, folks.
Yeah, big down for the Falcons. Another stop here would be big for them after turning the ball over on that fumble. Ball spotted at the 32.
Won't be surprised to see a quarterback run.
Here's the handoff to Purvis, and he's going to be stopped short into the middle of the line, and the West Rowan defense again making the big stop. Purvis nowhere to go.
Yeah,
maybe a yard on the play, but that's going to be short. The ball's going to go over on downs to the Falcons.
I kind of don't get that play, to be honest, folks.
And that's why we're announcing and they're coaching.
That is true. They're paying the big money to Coach Kiffield.
All right, Falcons coming out on the field here. Reddick back in the game for the Falcons. He's going to be off to the left of Balkum, who is in shotgun formation. Central 3-down lineman. Balkum with the keeper, and he slips. He's going to get a couple of yards, but come around to the right-hand side and just lost his footing, falls forward for a couple of yards.
Tackled by number 1, Dre Purvis. Clock is approaching 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Still 21-7 Vikings.
They're going to spot it back at the 31, so no gain on that play. Here's the snap to Balkum and the handoff. It's going to be around to Martin. Martin gets to the left side. He's got some daylight. He's across midfield, down across the 40-yard line, cuts it back inside, and he's going to be tripped up at about the 38-yard line of Central Cabarrus. So Trayshawn Martin with a big pickup there of about 24 yards.
Tripped up by number 4, Levan Hightower for Central.
So West is in Viking territory down at the 38-yard line. Big play there for the Falcons, one that they needed here in the second half.
Now they need to capitalize on that big play.
Here's Balkum with the handoff to Reddick. Reddick coming around the right side looking for some running room, and there's not going to be a lot.
Maybe 2-yard gain, tackled by 7 Anthony Morris as well as number 54, Josh Stewart.
Both of these defenses doing an excellent job tonight on the running game and slowing these guys down. Reddick's going to go out of the game again. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Falcons.
With 6:50 remaining in the third quarter.
Keosh Weeks in the backfield for the Falcons, along with Casey Otto. Shotgun formation, Balkan with the snap in the handoff to Weeks. Weeks into the middle of the line and not a lot there. Again, just a couple of yards, and then we're going to have a late flag here by the back judge. And we're going to get a little bit of extracurricular activity, but I'm not sure who he's going to call it on here. Central players are clapping. Looks like it may go against the Falcons.
The tackle was made by number 60 for Central, by the way, John Allen. Let's see if the flag is against him. Personal foul against West Rowan. Let's see who is the guilty person.
Dead ball personal foul after the play was over with there. A little bit of pushing and shoving in the end of the play, and they're going to mark off 15 yards against the Falcons. The play will stand, and that's going to push the ball back on the Falcons side of midfield. It's going to be spotted about the 49-yard line.
Devastating penalty if you're a Falcons fan.
It's going to be 3rd and about 22 yards to go for the first down. Not what the Falcons wanted here.
The scoreboard is finally up.
West doesn't have enough players on the line. They get a wide out. Now there's a timeout on the field.
Might be an official timeout.
We've had some issues with the play clock, and I think the referee's giving a throat as to cut it off. Yeah, cut the play clock off. They're not going to run it the rest of the night.
Yeah, otherwise they might throw a flag against the scoreboard operator.
$6:14 to go, third quarter. West Rowan facing a 3rd and 23. They're going to cut the play clock off. I'm not sure if it's the operator or if it's the clock or maybe a combination of both. Yeah, it's been 25 all night long.
There it goes.
So no play clock for remaining of the game.
Now the back judge will be keeping the play clock, and when his hands goes up, that's going to be 10 seconds to go, and he'll start counting with 5. That'll help the quarterbacks kind of know how much time's left on the play clock. 3rd and 23, West Rowan. Harrison Balcom taking the snap, shotgun formation. He's back to pass a screen across to Reddick in the middle of the field, and really nowhere for Reddick to go.
Tackled by 25. Number 25 for Central is not on the roster.
Yeah. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Falcons, and they're going to face a punt situation. Now, they had this earlier, and they faked it to the up man, to Darius Gabriel, and they came up short, almost identical position they were earlier.
Yeah, unless you want to throw it, but I doubt it they're going to throw it.
They get the punt away, and punt's going to go down the left side. It hits about the 10-yard line. Purvis touches it. He's going to take it. He's going to be tackled. He got the ball out the 2-yard line and came back around in the end zone. He did get out of the end zone, but not by much. It looks like they're going to spot it about the 1 or 2 yard line. You got a couple of Falcons that collided, and you got 2 Falcons injured on the play.
Yeah, if the ball went into the end zone, it's very questionable. Why would Purvis decide to take it out and not take a knee?
Well, he had already touched it and taken it, so he had to run it out.
Yeah, and the Falcon player is still down. Look like 2 players are down. Very tough to see from where we're standing who is down, but it's definitely a West Rowan Falcons who are down.
We're going to take a break here while we have the 2 Falcon players injured. 21-7 Central Cabarrus, 5:20 to go, third quarter.
In the early 1950s, something really exciting happened right here in Concord, and it's been here ever since. It's the smooth, refreshing taste of Sundrop. Now, some of the faces have changed over the years, of course, but one thing that has not changed is the smooth citrus taste of an ice-cold Sundrop. You know something else that hasn't changed? It's Sundrop's involvement in Concord and the surrounding communities. Sundrop, hometown folks providing you with the taste you've come to enjoy for years and years and years. So next time you're grocery shopping, pick up Sundrop in your favorite flavor. After all, the folks at Sundrop, from delivery drivers, warehouse staff, and the management team, work hard every day to bring you the refreshing, smooth taste of Sundrop. Sundrop, the official soft drink of Radio Free Cabarrus. Nothing like a Sundrop.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus High School, a little break in the action. Two Falcon defenders injured on the same play. One has come off the field, and the other one's making his way off the field now.
And it looks like one of them is number 9, Zach Blackwood.
And the other one, I think, was number 55, Tiaz Money. I'm not sure the number, but I think that's who it was. But they both seem to be, they both came off the field under their own power, so that's a good thing. Central Cabarrus is going to have the ball deep in territory. They're at their own 2-3 yard line there. And here's where you don't want a mistake.
Yeah, and if you're Central, if you get to this field position, fall down, you might consider taking a safety.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too. They're on the 2 yard line, but that means West Rowan's got 98 yards to cover too. So that opens up the field. You get a man deep behind this defense like they have earlier tonight. We'll see what happens. They're on the field. We're set to go.
12 and 10 Central, 5:20 remaining in the third quarter, still 21-7 Central.
Klugh in shotgun formation. And here's the pitch to Purvis, and he's going to be hit in the end zone, and it's going to be a safety for West Rowan. Purvis taken down on the pitch around the left side, and he's taken down in the end zone. West Rowan is going to get a safety out of that, and Central's going to be forced to punt the ball to the Falcons.
That is actually not the worst case scenario if you're a Central fan.
Well, first down it may be.
Because, you could have fumbled the ball.
So that's going to make it 21-9. 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go. West Rowan's going to get the ball back.
And they should have pretty good field territory.
Yeah, they'll kick it from about the 20.
If Central can stop them, then the 2 point won't really matter. However, if they give up a touchdown, then that is a different story, folks.
Yeah, it's safeties. Those 2 points. That could mean the difference in a ball game. Sometimes you don't want to give those up, but sometimes you get some of these close ball games, and these 2 points can make a big difference. That makes it a 12-point ball game.
With 5-12.
So I went to West Rowan. I can subtract that. That is a 12-point ball game.
So
best 5 years of my life was the 9th grade. I'm sure you folks have never heard that before. Riley McGee set to kick it off from the 20.
And he did a very deep kick, McGee.
Yeah, West is set back to receive it about the 30-yard line. That's where Reddick's going to take it just about the 28, and he's got some blockers lined up for him. Reddick's up to about the 45, to the 50, to midfield.
Just across midfield.
We're going to have a late flag.
Legal curriculum. Let's see if it's against 42 or 21. Look like it's against 42.
Again, Central Cabarrus and West Rowan both with a player there downfield after the tackle. Reddick taken down across midfield to the 49-yard line. This may be offsetting too. Both these players kind of had a hold of each other, and both of them trying to take each other to the ground. We'll see if it's offsetting or if they penalize. West has got excellent field position right here, but a 15-yarder against them.
By the way, Coach Clifford is looking, it's not looking happy. Central Cabarrus head coach, we should say.
Here we're going to have dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Central Cabarrus. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against West Rowan. Those are going to offset.
So re-kick.
No, it was dead ball. It was after the kick, after the play. So pretty much it's like kissing your sister. It's not worth anything to you other than telling you it happened. They'll mark it off. They'll mark it off, and then they'll come back and mark it off again. 15 against West Rowan. That puts it at the 35, and now 15 against Central Cabarrus. I'm not sure why they do that. They know the ball's going to end up right back in the original spot. But I think they do it just for scoring purposes, so everybody kind of knows what's going on with that.
The officials need some exercise, so I'm guessing that is the reason.
All right, Falcons set to take over, trailing 21-9 after the safety. They've got the ball at the 49-yard line. Good field. Again, it seems like every time I turn around here, they're at the 50-yard line starting to drive. Problem is they've ended at about the 50-yard line every time and had to punt here recently or fumble. Balkum coming up under center. He's got Reddick in the tailback.
And he had the fullback in the game.
Chris Patterson.
Yeah.
And a fumble on the snap.
Recovered by Backham.
Yeah, Balkum recovered his own snap there, and it makes you wonder now. I don't know. Yeah. Falcons have got another injury on the play. And you wonder if one of those players that was injured earlier could have been the center, and we've got maybe a different center in the game, and they're not used to the handoff right now, the exchange from center to the quarterback. It looks like just a cramp.
Yeah, and that is the number 68, Jacob Redtake. Was down with the cramp, dealing with cramp. It looked like Redtake might have been the one who felt the fumble.
21-10, Forest Hills leads Mount Pleasant. That game being played at Tiger Stadium in the town of Mount Pleasant.
So that is an upset, folks.
Steve Post sent us a picture.
And our fine folks have sent us a picture of a hot dog.
Steve Post of Motor Racing Network.
Okay, Steve Post from Motor Racing Network has sent us. That's a nice hot dog. It's got looks like he stole half the chili from the concession stand on it.
I fear that might not be kosher.
Maybe it's Nathan hot dog or Hebrew hot dog. Yeah.
Jacobs being helped to the sideline, and that's going to bring in another reserve in that offensive line for the Falcons.
Yeah, he's been helped, but he's walking gingerly. Very gingerly.
No major injuries tonight, though. That's good.
Yeah, that is true. Absolutely true.
2nd and 12, and Falcons facing 49-yard line. 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Balkum's going to be under center. He's got Patterson and Reddick behind him. A good exchange on this. Balkum rolls left. He's going to look for the keeper. He's going to get around the left-hand side. He's got some room down across the 40. He's going to get enough for the first down. He's going to be chased out of bounds. So Harrison Balkum rolls to his left, keeps it, gets down inside the 40-yard line. They're going to spot it on the far side. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like it's going to be about the 37-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a Falcon first down.
David Govan, number 15, just missed, and I mean just missed, taking Backham down for a big loss on the play.
Balkum's got trips to the right. Reddick set to his left, shotgun formation. The handoff to Reddick. He looks for running room. He gets room up the middle.
Tackled by number 54, Josh Stewart.
And I think that's the Reddick that most people have seen all year. He was stopped behind, kind of made a couple quick moves, and he's got cramps again down on the field, but looked like that play was going to go for no yardage, and then all of a sudden he gets up, picks up about 5 yards on the play, but again, is down on the field, and the trainers have had to come out on the field. Maybe they're not drinking enough Sundrop and eating enough pizza.
Yeah.
Good old Sundrop and good old Pizza Hut pizza.
We'll feed them and we'll make them motivated to play. And a big turkey leg at the Renaissance, which is still going on until the end of November, if I'm not mistaken.
And we have lots of goodies coming up. The Southern Christmas Show in November.
Yeah, Southern Christmas Show coming up here in November. You can get you lots of goodies there. You can get your Sundrop, you get your Pizza Hut. We'll take care of you here on Radio Free Cabarrus. We'll tell you where all the good stuff is.
And Ken Pharmacy, don't forget about them.
Yeah.
Vitamins. Go check your blood pressure. Get your flu shot.
And after eating all the pizza and the turkey leg and all that, then you can get up and go to church at McKeel Baptist Church on Sunday morning if you can still get up, right? Another one of our fine sponsors.
And don't forget to see the post game on the IndependenceTribune.com, where you can follow them on Twitter, on Facebook, I'm sure on Instagram.
We don't have an Instagram.
If you can't get up and go to church after eating all the pizza, just stay at home and read the paper.
Or listen to this church service on.
That's right. You can listen to the church service on Radio Free Cabarrus as well.
And
all right, we're set to go here.
Yeah.
Referees must have been listening to us. They said we got to get this game going back. Balkum is under shotgun formation. Weeks back in as the lone setback. We've got some movement, and now we have a false start on the Falcons.
14 is the guilty penalty.
Again, the Falcons was second and short, and now they're going to face a 3rd and 10.
Actually, second.
I'm sorry, 2nd and 10. I'm sorry, 2nd and 10 after the penalty.
Gabriel is the guilty penalty number 14 for the Falcons.
No Ken. I do have a brother that still lives over in West Rowan territory. He's actually the mayor of Cleveland, the neighboring town to Mount Ella. Balkum in shotgun formation. He takes a snap. He's looking to pass downfield. He's got a receiver across the middle of the field. Almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted by number 4, Levan Hightower.
And that ball was underthrown a little bit. If he'd have thrown it a little bit longer, he was open.
And Hightower could not catch the ball for interception. That is why I play defense, offense, and special teams. But mainly on defense, folks.
Balkum shotgun formation, 3rd and 10. He's looking to pass again. Pressure coming. Looks over to the right-hand side. It's going to be incomplete. Intended on the play for number 81, Shaquille Simmons.
And
that'll bring up 4th down. West is pretty much going to go for it here.
Yeah, you are not in a field goal range, and you are not in punt range unless you want to fake punt it.
Update from A.L. Brown and J.M. Robinson, 54-6. A.L. Brown over J.M. Robinson. That game being played over at J.M. Robinson High School. Viking fans looking for a big stop here on 4th down. West Rowan facing a 4th and 10, trailing 21-9, 3:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Balkum takes a snap. Pressure's coming. He's looking. He gets the ball away. It's going to be way short of the first down.
Nice catch by Shaquille Simmons, but not enough for a first down. Balkum took a big hit by Anthony Morris. Turnover and down.
Central Cabarrus set to take over. Again, 21-9, and we've talked about this. It's still a close ball game. Central has not been able to take advantage of these turnovers. They've scored, but they've had some chances here with these turnovers and change of downs to get some more points on the board. But West Rowan defense has played tough. And they're just looking for something here to maybe another turnover, another score to get back in this game and make it a one-possession game.
Yeah, Central clearly need to score right now, folks. And they need to run off clock.
Klugh in shotgun formation. He's going to roll right. He's looking downfield. Pressure's coming. He gets away from one defender, gets away from another. He continues rolling right, looks across the field.
And it's caught.
I think it's going to be incomplete.
Where's the red flag?
Yeah, we've got a flag.
Not a red flag.
We've got an incomplete pass in the middle of the field. Looks like we're going to have personal foul roughing the passer against West Rowan.
Just as good as a catch.
You'd be out of timeouts with the challenges you've had tonight.
It looked very close.
You'd have lost all 3 of them.
It looked very close.
Yeah, that's going to be a personal foul roughing the passer against the Falcons, and that's going to give Central Cabarrus a first down at the 49-yard line. Not what Coach Scott Young wanted for his Falcons.
And you know what? That flag is actually where Tillen Cook made that catch as the ref called it incomplete. So it's all even up at the end of the day.
All right. 1st and 10, Central Cabarrus. 3:13 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Still 21-9. Vikings.
Klugh takes the snap, pitches it to Purvis around the left side. Purvis looking for some running room, and again, nothing's there.
Look like back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's not going to pick up anything there. It's going to be up. Yeah, they're going to give him a yard. 2nd and 9.
With 2:50 remaining in the third quarter, and we're Radio Free Cabarrus.
Klugh takes the call from the sideline and goes into the huddle. Not the amount of points I expected to be scored tonight. I expected a little more than this, but we're not done yet.
No, we'll kneel
Trips
back.
to the right. Klugh takes the snap. Blitz coming from the Falcons. He's got a receiver open down the field, intended for Anthony Mullis, just off his fingertips. And Mullis, again, probably could have scored on that had he caught that ball just barely off his fingertips.
The ball was a bit too high, but they say when you have two hands on it, you have to catch the ball.
That'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Vikings. And again, West Rowan looking for a defensive stop. Give this Falcon defense credit. They've held Central Cabarrus to 21 points. They've averaged 56 points their last 5 ball games. And tonight, West Rowan has held them to 21 so far, but they're trailing 21-9. Klugh with wideouts, 2 wideouts to the right and the left. He's going to take the snap. Looks across the middle of the field, and it's going to be overthrown.
Fall down.
Intended for number 7, Anthony Mullis.
Klugh did not have a time to set. It was taking a big hit by number 90, Derek Moland. Came up clean and took Klugh down.
That's going to force Tillman Cook in for the punt. Deshaun Reddick standing back at about his 15-yard line.
West Rowan look like they're getting ready to block the punt.
They're going to set up a return. They're going to go for the block. A little bit of a high snap, but he gets the ball away. Reddick's going to let it bounce, and it's going to roll down inside the 15-yard line. It's going to be down at about the 12 or 13-yard line. That's where West Rowan will take over. They trail 21-9, 2:06 to go, 3rd quarter. We're here at Central Cabarrus High School. It's homecoming. Homecoming 2013, a beautiful night for football. And right now, the Central Cabarrus Viking fan base is happy. They're up 21-9, and we're 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
I'm also surprised, like you, by the lack of scoring by both teams. But this could be a potential playoff preview for Central Cabarrus, as well as for West Rowan.
Weeks in the backfield for Balcom along with Patterson. Here's the handoff to Weeks, and he's going to get up to the left side. Scampers out to about the 16, 17-yard line.
Tackled by number 54, Josh Stewart, Central Cabarrus.
Looks like a pickup of about 5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 5.
From the 17-yard line. Clock is winding down. Under 1:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Weeks, your lone setback. Balcom shotgun formation. He's going to keep it. Comes around to the left side. He's got some blocking, but he's not going to get a little bit more room than I anticipated. We're going to have a late flag and another flag.
You know what?
Yeah, we're going to get some.
That is
Balcom taken out of bounds about the 26-yard line.
That is a bad call. What is about to happen? Where was the holding? Where was the holding against West Rowan?
Yeah, we're gonna have maybe 2 dead ball personal fouls against Central Cabarrus. There's the first one being marked off against Central Cabarrus. And then after that initial unsportsmanlike, there was some more extracurricular activity, and I'm not sure we're gonna get a second one or not, but there was another flag that came flying in.
The question is, where was the holding? I mean, we are standing very far away from the field. We could see the holding.
Okay, we're going to get 1 unsportsmanlike conduct against against Central Cabarrus. That's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
That is a bad call.
First down, Falcons.
Very bad call.
You're out of challenges.
No, it clearly was holding. Even the press box, the fans, everyone saw the holding, but the official.
Balkum in shotgun formation. Handoff to Reddick. Looks around the left side. He's going to get across to the mid, into the line of scrimmage there. Maybe a yard or so on the pickup there, but not a lot.
Tackled by 25, which is a Bo Schilling, number 25.
And Central Cabarrus has got a man down. It looks like John Allen, number 60.
Yeah, and he's holding his knee, so that is either a cramp or... Yeah. Yeah, it looked like a cramp. That is good. They should feed him sun drop. Now I see, and he's drinking sun drop. Yeah, they gave him sun drop.
Give him a handful of salt and sun drop. He'll be all right.
Yeah, tonight's game being brought to you by our friends at Sundrop. When you're thirsty, crack open the ice-cold Sundrop. It's a Cabarrus County tradition since 1954. It's Sundrop.
Also, Pizza Hut is a proud sponsor of high school football, high school sport, and Radio Free Cabarrus. Don't forget Pizza Hut lunch buffet with pizza, pasta, and salad. You won't leave hungry.
Yeah, hungry. I don't know what the word hungry is. Yeah, the West Rowan coaches have called the officials over to the sideline. I'm not sure what they're discussing.
If anything, the Central...
Yeah, maybe the holding call that, and
that we saw that the ref, the man in the officials and the zebra show decided to ignore.
I think they've done an excellent job, and I'm on the losing end of this. All right, we're set to go. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Falcons.
With a minute left in the third quarter.
Balkum under center. He takes the snap. He pitches it out to Rashawn Martin. And he cuts back across the left field, still on his feet. Going to get up to about midfield. It's going to be close to the first down. If they spot it at the 50-yard line, he will have the first down. It might be we've got another injury on the play.
Another cramp.
Yeah, they're going to spot it short. We're going to have officials timeout for the injury.
Looks like it's number 18, Chris Patterson for West Rowan. Patterson is down near the, I see they're bringing him Sundrop, if I'm not mistaken.
That'll bring up 3rd and less than a yard for the Falcons when we resume play. 39 ticks left on the clock.
And West Rowan, basically it's a 2-down territory, so you might see the quarterback decide to go deep. If you don't pick it, you can always go for it on 4th down.
Yes.
This might not actually be a cramp.
He's holding his right arm.
Yeah, it looks like a right arm or shoulder injury maybe.
For Patterson.
Maybe cramped his shoulder.
He probably got held and pulled his arm out of socket. How about that?
Yeah, and on the play, I'm not sure if you saw it, but one of the officials was tackled.
3rd and less than a yard for the Falcons, just short of midfield. Clock running, 30 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Balkum with the handoff to Weeks. He's going to get enough for the first down. Bounces to the outside. Going to get down to the 45-yard line, maybe the 44. That'll be good enough for West Rowan. First down.
Central need to stop, folks. Clock is at 25.3 seconds.
They'll have to run the play if the 25-second clock.
Yeah, they have to run one play, at least one play.
We'll see here. The 14, 12, 11. They better hurry if they're going to get it off. Balkum's under center. Ball placed at about the 44-yard line. 5 seconds. He takes the snap. The pitch to Weeks, to Martin, I'm sorry. And he fell down. He had some running room there. But he's going to be spotted down at the 47-yard line. That'll be a loss of 3. We're coming to a close here at the end of the third quarter. Central Cabarrus 21, West Rowan Falcons 9. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus, highschoolcube.com.
Would you like to reclaim lost health? Are supplements only getting you so far? Hey folks, my name is Franklin. I had a heart attack in 2006 that left me with a damaged valve working at only 20% capacity and odds against being here now. Then I found RNA Drops, a patented complement formula that creates perfect cells in your body. My perfect cells helped me to regain heart function and more. What could your body do with perfect cells? For a limited time, you can find out for free. Go to franklinsrnadrops.com and get a free mini bottle, valued at $50 on its way. Just pay shipping and handling. While you're there, you can view our growing line of products and hear amazing stories of what these products have done for others. My story is there as well. That's franklinsrnadrops.com. Start reclaiming your health today by giving your body what it needs. I cannot wait to hear what your perfect cells are doing for you. Thank you.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus High School, start of the fourth quarter. West Rowan with the ball, facing 2nd and 12 at the Central Cabarrus 47, trailing 21-9. Balcom in the shotgun formation. Here's the handoff, 2 Weeks, the middle of the line, and he's not going to get any yardage there. Taken down on the play
by number 76, Miguel Lopez.
That'll bring up 3rd and 12.
So loss of 6 on the play. Wow, that is a big down.
No. Back to the line of scrimmage. No loss on that play. West Rowan looking for a big play here. What I would consider 2-down territory. Their horse, Deshaun Reddick, in and out of the game with cramps here in the second half. He's not in the backfield yet. Balcom back to pass. Looks for the quick hit. In and out of the hands of Rashawn Martin. Would have been short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Was defended by the quarterback, number 12, Haasan Klugh, who also played cornerback for Central Cabarrus.
Balcom's been on target tonight with a lot of his passes, and the receivers have just not been able to handle them. They've been in and out of the hands, and he's overthrown, underthrown a couple, but he's been pretty much on target all night long. And he's now set to punt, standing at his 41. Central Cabarrus has no one back. They're going to let it go, and it's going to go into the end zone.
Touchback.
For a touchback.
And the ball should be spotted 25-yard line?
20-yard line.
20-yard line.
That's where Central Cabarrus will take over, just underway in the fourth quarter. They're up 21-9. West Rowan again calling on their defense for a stop.
And it seems like we've been stuck at 29-9 for like 10 minutes or forever.
Yeah, it's that safety's only scoring we've had here in the second half.
So Central, you need to score more. We're expecting more points out of you.
Makes it easier on me writing the story for the newspapers.
If they score, it'll probably be a holding call.
Against whom?
Klugh under shotgun formation. Purvis set behind Klugh. And here's the handoff to Purvis, and he's going to scamp up across the line of scrimmage for a couple of yards.
Tackled by number 7, initial tackle number 7, Nick Collins. And Purvis for a second looked like he had a scene, then it closed quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the hole closed up. The hole was there, and West Rowan did a great job closing it up and stopping him. And again, not allowing that big gain by Purvis tonight. They've had more trouble with the pass tonight than they've had the run. Second and 8. Second and 8 for the Vikings. Klugh back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to fumble the ball. It's still loose. It looks like West Rowan's going to recover it. Recovered on the play by number 60, Darius Williamson. Just what the Falcons needed. A turnover deep in Viking territory. Klugh took off and had pressure coming. Came up in the pocket, lost the ball. Looked like he may have recovered it, and then it came loose again. Darius Williamson jumps on it for the Falcons, and they're going to take over at about the 24-yard line Still plenty of time left here in the fourth quarter.
And Klugh looked like if he could have held on to the ball, he might have a chance to pick up a first down. And he been able to hold on to the ball. So just short of the red zone for the Falcons. With 10-13 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, West does not have enough players on the field. They're looking to the sideline. They need another player here. They've got time. Their back judge has not put up his hand yet. When he does, there'll be 10 seconds left. Yeah, his hand's up now, so they've got about 8 seconds to run the play. Balkum in shotgun formation, and we're going to have a flag on the play. And I tell you what this is going to be. The wideout that came in the game late looked at the referee to ask him if he was on or off the line of scrimmage. And while he was moving, they snapped the ball, so they're going to get him for a motion play. They're going to bring that back.
Yeah, a mental mistake by Rashad Martin, number 4.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you have a turnover in the field. Your offense has got to be ready, or defense, whichever. They've got to be ready to come back on the field when you get those quick turnovers. And
they wave off the flag. Wow.
They're going to have sideline warning to Central Cabarrus. Wow. I missed that one, folks. I'm sorry. So play's going to stand. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
So Martin is not guilty of anything at the moment.
I did see the wideout move, but that must have done so before the snap. Balkum with the keeper around the right-hand side. He's going to be hit, taken out of bounds. Well, clock still running. He stayed in bounds, so the clock will keep moving. We're going to spot it about the 17-yard line.
9:40 remaining in the game. Still 21-9.
Third and 4.
This is a 2-down territory, folks.
Reddick back in the game for the Falcons. They've run the ball on this play where they've needed 3rd, 4, 5, 6 yards most of the night. They've run the ball. We'll see if they do so on this. Balkum with the snap and the handoff to Reddick. Reddick's got some running room up the middle. He's going to be down to about the 4-yard line.
First and goal, Falcons.
Deshaun Reddick with the first down pickup. Falcons first and goal inside the 5-yard line. I thought he had scored there for a moment. I looked up and realized I was not looking at the end zone. I was looking inside the 5-yard line. So the Falcons are in business here.
With 9 minutes remaining in the game. First and goal, Falcons.
Balkum with the snap. And he's going to keep it. It looked like he held the ball out to hand it off. No one was there, and he's going to get into the left corner of the end zone. Harrison Balkum with the keeper around the left side. West Rowan in for the touchdown. That's going to make it 21-15.
Now do you go for 2?
Balkum turned, looked. Reddick was to his left. Reddick kind of paused for a minute, and then Balkum just tucked it in and got into the end zone. In to kick the extra point, Zach Russell for the Falcons, trying to make it a 5-point ball game.
And back home, the quarterback is the older also.
Got the snap, the spot, and the kick. It's up and good. So West Rowan closes the gap to 5, 21-16, Central Cabarrus. 8:46 to go, third quarter from Viking Stadium. You're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus, highschoolcube.com.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Your hometown drugstore is Cannon Pharmacy. Fast, friendly, affordable. It's got all the modern conveniences, and they have free delivery. That's Cannon Pharmacy. You can go on the internet, cannonpharmacies.com. 6 great locations to serve you. 2 in Kannapolis, the new location in Concord. That's at Cabarrus Avenue at Concord Parkway. Also location in Charlotte and Mooresville. That's Cannon Pharmacies. Great home hometown service. Your hometown drugstore is Cannon Pharmacy.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Viking Stadium, we are in the fourth quarter, folks. I said third quarter earlier. I stand corrected. It is the fourth quarter. 8:46 to go. West Rowan set to kick off. Zach Russell doing the duties there. Back to receive for the Vikings. Kenny Purvis.
Central need to watch for an onside kick, but it's not. It's a regular
kick. It's going to be taken by Corey Smith at about the 20-yard line. Smith gets around to the right-hand side, trying to get outside, and he's going to be taken down at about the 31-yard line.
Different return by Corey Smith. Central in a must-score position, even though they're leading.
Yeah, you want to have yourself in position to win the ball game in the fourth quarter. West has had some turnovers. They've had some bad field position, but they've got a chance to stay in this game with a big defensive stop, and that defense has come up big, forced a turnover last possession. We'll see what Central can do here. Starting this drive, a little over 8 minutes to go from their 31-yard line.
And it's still 21-16 Central.
Klugh in shotgun formation. Back to pass. He looks over. He's got his receiver at about the 38-yard line.
Caught by Fuller. Fuller should have close to a first down.
He's going to be marked out across the 40, about the 41-yard line.
Might need to measure it.
Yeah, we're going to have officials timeout for a measurement.
It's going to be very close.
Yeah, the sideline here, the player standing on the sideline, I can't see where the ball's spotted.
Look like 41-yard line? Yeah, 41-yard line where the ball is spotted.
I'm going to say he's short. I can't even see the ball, but I'm going to say he's short.
Yeah, it's short by an inch.
About the width of my wallet. Yeah.
So the ball is spotted just short of the 41-yard line. Second and inches. Central with 8:30 remaining in the game. Still 21-16 Central.
Clock's going to stop while they set the ball on the right hash. And this is one of those plays, one of those downs where you can waste a play here. You figured you can pick up the first down on third down if you need to. This may be one of those play action, tricky play or something that Central comes in here with. They've had a little bit extra time to think about it.
I think it's Kenny Pelvis time.
West Rowan jumped.
Offside.
Yeah.
So no need to worry about running a fake play.
The offside's on the defense.
5 yard automatically. First down.
That'll give him the first down. Ball's going to be spotted at the 46-yard line.
And the Vikings don't need to worry about the clock. What they need to worry about is scoring. And scoring a touchdown.
And clock's not running. That last play was out of bounds, so it's going to start on the snap. Klugh in shotgun formation. Purvis just a couple yards behind him. Here's the snap. Klugh looking to pass. He's going to step up in the pocket. Looks to get to the outside. He's going to be taken.
Where's the flag?
He's going to be taken out of bounds.
Where's the flag? Where's the flag?
They're looking for a flag. No flag on the play.
Where is the flag?
Spotted about the 47, 48-yard line.
Are we sure this are not a West Rowan official? I mean, seriously, folks, Klugh was out of bounds. 3 yard out of bounds.
It looked like a little extra shove at the end.
Yeah, he had a hold of it when they went out of bounds, and I don't know if he drove him into the ground. No penalties. You know what that means. No foul.
Nope. Maybe the officials are from the town of Mount Holly?
Well, no, because there's only about 20 people that live up there. And yeah,
Four of them must be the officials.
I know them all. All right, 2nd and 7. We'll call it from the 49. Klugh again back to pass. Got plenty of time looking downfield. He's got his receiver open. It's going to be intercepted by West Rowan at about the 12-yard line. Here's only return. He's up to the 40. Going to be taken down at about the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by number 34. Number 34.
Jalen Sanders.
Yeah.
So Klugh looking for the bomb. Intercepted by Sanders at about the 15, 20-yard line. Return to the 40.
Intended to follow. Underthrown. Maybe there might have been interference, but with its officials, there is no pass interference.
West Rowan taking over at the 40-yard line. Just over 8 minutes to go. Central Cabarrus crowd on its feet. West Rowan Falcon crowd on their feet. Folks, we're getting ready for a good 8 minutes of football. Balkum in shotgun formation. He's going to back to pass. He looks downfield. He's got his receiver.
Nearly intercepted by number 14. Nearly intercepted by 14, Javen Miley.
And it looks there for just a second. The receiver and the defender kind of got their feet collided up against each other, and that would be incidental contact, would not be a penalty.
Against West Rowan.
2nd and 10.
The Central players are asking the fans to get up and cheer for them and make some noise.
Here's Balkum with the handoff to Reddick. Reddick will be taken down in the backfield.
What a tackle. Let's do made it beautiful tackle for Central. Both shooting number 25 with a beautiful tackle for Central. Huge loss on the play.
Loss of 4.
And this is a huge down, folks, coming up right now.
3rd and 14 for the Falcons.
7:40 remaining in the game. 21-16 Vikings.
Double wideouts to the left.
Very loud in here, folks.
Here's the handoff to Reddick.
And he's going to be back to the line of scrimmage if that.
Yeah, but it's going to bring up 4th and 10. That's the same play they ran down here earlier where they picked up the first down inside the 5 on that previous touchdown. It's going to be 4th and 10, and good move here by the Falcons. They're going to punt it away. Their defense has been extra tough tonight. They have not allowed a point in the second half. They're going to rely on their defense one more time. Balkum standing at his 25. He'll put the ball away at about the 30. Central has nobody back. They're going to let the ball roll. Balkum gets a high kick. It's going to bounce at about the 30, take a West Rowan bounce.
And we spotted at the 20.
At the 20-yard line, that's where the ball will be spotted. Central Cabarrus set to take over, leading 21-16. 6:33 to go in a key South Piedmont Conference football game. Both teams with one loss. Central to Concord already. West Rowan to Carson last week. 2 losses by either one of these teams pretty much get you out of the conference championship title hopes. West Rowan have still a game to play at Concord. They're looking for a big win tonight. They've got 6 minutes here to stop Central Cabarrus, get the ball back, and score. And we'll see if they're up to it.
Klugh is shotgun.
Shotgun formation. Klugh back to pass. And out to the right, to the left side, intended for Fuller.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Even if Fuller had caught the ball, he would at best been able to pick up 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, and that stops the clock too. You know, West Rowan, that's in West Rowan's favor, stopping the clock. Second and 10. Tillman Cook wide left. Klugh with the snap. He's looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it in and run for it.
Yeah,
he's going to get away from his receiver. He's going to get up to about the 35-yard line.
Well down.
Before he's forced out of bounds by Jalen Sanders. That'll be enough for a Viking first down.
The only down thing about it, if you're a Central fan, is that Klugh went out of bounds.
Yeah, but you don't want your quarterback taking hits either. He's lost a couple fumbles tonight, so first down, 6:18 on the clock.
Here in the fourth quarter.
Here's a handoff to Purvis. Purvis to the outside, to the 50, inside, down to the 40, 30-yard line. He cuts back across. Going to get down inside the 20-yard line before he's taken out of bounds. That's the first run tonight by Purvis of any length. That's what Central Cabarrus has been looking for all night long.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kelly Perry Show. That's what we talked about. Pre-game, halftime. Kelly Perry has to get going.
Is this where I call for a holding call?
And West Rowan?
15-yard line, Central Cabarrus, 1st and 10. 6 minutes to go.
If they can score a touchdown, it might be over.
54-yard pickup there by Purvis. Here's handoff to Purvis again in the middle of the line. He may pick up maybe 3 or 4 yards on that. Central in no hurry now. They eat up as much clock as they want to.
The clock is now 5:25 remaining in the game. Still 21-16 Vikings. Well, threatening to get more.
Couple of score updates. Fourth quarter, East Rowan 35, Northwest Cabarrus 14.
Wow.
So the Mustangs bouncing back after that loss last week to Hickory Ridge. Northwest Cabarrus fixing to lose game number 2 in the season. Here's Central Cabarrus. Klugh with the snap, looking to pass. Throws the ball away in the end zone. Did have a receiver close by. That'll stop the clock and bring up 3rd down.
One of Central Cabarrus band members could have had a chance to catch that ball, but not a receiver.
The tuba player. He plays from this California Stanford, huh?
Yeah.
Not a very good defender.
That stops the clock for the Falcons. And
here's the question. Let's say you don't pick it. Do you kick a field goal?
Yeah, I think you do. Worst case scenario, you kick a field goal, you're up by 8. Klugh with the snap.
There is a flag.
There's a flag and
an offside or timeout.
Timeout, Central Cabarrus. Coach Kiefer is going to talk about it. We're going to stay here at Central Cabarrus. We're at Central Cabarrus High School, Viking Stadium. South Piedmont Conference matchup between the West Rowan Falcons and the Central Cabarrus Vikings. 21-16. Central Cabarrus been held scoreless here in the second half. Kenny Purvis just broke a 54-yard run, put Central down inside the red zone. They're looking to score a touchdown and maybe put this game out of reach. The West Rowan defense being called upon again for a big stop and try to force a turnover to see if they can get the ball back to march downfield.
Even a field goal might put the game out of reach with the way West Rowan offense has been moving tonight.
Yeah, they've had some big plays, but Reddick, just like Purvis, able to go the distance at any time. So if they get the ball back,
they could make some noise.
You never know.
Yeah, absolutely true. Which is Central number one thing they have to do: hold on to the ball.
That's true. You don't want another turnover. You don't want any. You don't want any bad snaps, bad exchanges right now. And
at worst case, you're going to kick a field goal. So hold on to the ball. If you're Klugh, don't take a sack.
3rd and 6 for the Vikings. Coach Kiefer's been on the field a couple times tonight.
Getting exercise.
Here's the snap. Klugh back to pass. He's going to roll right, being chased. He gets away from one defender. Down the right side. He's going to be taken out of bounds. Short. He's got the first down. He's going to be short of about the 2-yard line. Looks like where they're going to mark him out of bounds, but that will be enough for the first down.
Athletic run by Klugh, showing his speed and his power ability. First and goal, Vikings. Falcons need a ball. Cannot afford a touchdown right now.
Yeah, first and goal, Vikings.
8:38 remaining in the game, and we are Radio Free Cabarrus, and this is High School Cube Game of the Week.
Clock stopped, 4:38 to go, and again, that's in West's favor, but they've got to score. They've got to come up big here to keep Central Cabarrus from scoring. They've got to come up with a turnover or something here, force a field goal.
Purvis, touchdown.
Touchdown, Central Cabarrus. Handoff to Kenny Purvis. He's in the end zone. That will give the Vikings a 27-16 lead with Riley McGee in to kick the extra point.
And this is a big extra point. If they miss it, it's still a 2-possession game. Field goal and a touchdown. So I see some fans from Western Lawrence are heading home for the long bus ride.
The snap, the spot, and the kick is up and away.
And it's good.
And it's good. So Riley McGee tacks on the extra point. Central Cabarrus now leads it 28-16. You're listening to high school football on Radio Free Cabarrus and High School Cube.
Cabarrus County is a great place to live and work and boasts so many wonderful attributes, and that's where the focus is for Cabarrus Living Magazine, a full-color publication right here in Cabarrus County. You can read about people, places, and events that make Cabarrus County such a great place. Cabarrus Living is published every other month, and you can look for your copy at many locations across the community or simply log on CabarrusLivingMagazine.com. You can see the current issue. You can see past issues. That's Cabarrus Living Magazine. Check it out. We believe you'll enjoy it. State Senator Fletcher Hartzell Jr. would like to thank the many teachers, coaches, parents, and volunteers who work so hard to provide opportunities for our young people. School activities like athletics, bands, and clubs provide students with opportunities to learn and develop, and those activities can't be accomplished without many people who put in countless hours to support them. State Senator Hartzell would like to say thank you to each of you who help. You're building a better community. State Senator Hartzell also would like to thank you for your continued support and input as he represents you in Raleigh, paid for by Fletcher Hartzell State Senator Committee.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Viking Stadium on the campus of Central Cabarrus High School, Central Cabarrus leads it 28-16, 12-point advantage over the West Rowan Falcons. West set to receive the kickoff. Deshaun Reddick standing at his 5-yard line. Roddy McGee
with the
bounces into the ground. It's going to be taken by the Falcons. Number 9. Zeke Blackwood. He's going to get it up to about the 48-yard line.
I don't get that kick by McGee. I honestly don't.
Well, I think pretty much they know Reddick can take it the distance at any time. And instead of kicking it to him and getting a 20, 25, 30-yard run back, they're going to go ahead and just kick it into the ground. Maybe have it bounce off a West Rowan player, recover it. You never know. But West Rowan's going to take over 46-yard line, looking to score quick.
With 4:25 remaining in the game, they need to score quick if they want to have any chance. Then kick an onside kick.
3-man pass rush by the Vikings. Balkan looking to pass.
And it's
almost intercepted
by Hightower. Hightower looked like had a chance to intercept it, take it to the house and start the bus for West Rowan, but not yet.
Again, a catchable ball. I don't know if Balkan plays baseball or not, but he's got some zip on his throws there. And
I'm not sure which receiver was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that is true. The intended receiver there might have been a little bit of a mix-up, but we're going to go 2nd and 10 here for the Falcons. Balkan again back to pass. He's got a receiver down across the middle of the field.
Great tip by Austin Mullis. He might have saved a touchdown, folks.
Yeah, great defensive play there by Anthony Mullis. covering on the play, Rashawn Martin had him beat, but it was tipped there at the last minute. And West is going to come up with 3rd and 10.
4:12 remaining in the game. And this is a 2-down territory for West Rowan. And to make it makeable 4th down, they need to pick up at least 5 to 6 yards on this play.
Quick score from Mount Pleasant. Forest Hills 21, Mount Pleasant 16. I think that's a final. Back to action here, 3rd and 10. Balkan shotgun formation. The handoff to Martin. Martin's going to be taken down at the 45-yard line
by number 60, John Allen.
They did not fool the Vikings on that one.
4 down, goal territory, and a timeout has been called by West Rowan.
Yeah, may have been looking to catch the Vikings, looking for the long pass or something toward the sideline to get out of bounds, and they ran the ball up the middle, but no gain there. Actually lost a yardage. It's going to be 4th and 11. Scott Young's going to call a timeout. And right now, the West Rowan Falcons facing a 4th and 11, but also facing what could be the end of a streak. They have not lost. We talked about this earlier. They have not lost 2 games in a row since the 2002 season.
And I see some Falcons fans are already getting ready to go on the bus.
Yeah, they are. But 3:54 will play the entire game.
That is true.
Yeah, Mark Flemings, that's a little bit more than what Dayton and Davison got to do last Saturday because of weather issues. They kind of played and quit, It's sort of like being out in your front yard with your brothers and your neighbors. Just time to take your ball and go home and call it a night.
4 down here, 4 and 11.
4th and 11, here we go.
3:54 remaining in the game.
Balkan with the snap. He's got protection. He looks for his receiver. He's got him open, but it's going to be well short of the 1st down. They're going to take him down at about midfield. And that's where the Vikings will take over.
45-yard line?
50-yard line, 49-yard line is where they're going to spot it.
And
1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Another score won't out for the Vikings, but the important thing for the Viking, hold on to the ball. It's not worst case scenario to punt it right now.
Yeah, 2 scores down. They pretty much had to go for it. I look for Central just to hand the ball off to Purvis here, run this clock out. Of course, he could break it at any time as well, but we'll see. Klugh in shotgun formation, and he's going to give the handoff to Purvis to the right side. Purvis has got some room. He breaks loose from the first tackler, but he's going to be taken down at about the 47-yard line.
There is a flag, illegal.
And again,
extracurricular. Let's see if it's against West Rowan.
It's going to be against West Rowan. You'll be happy with that.
So, folks, let's be clear. We have one person sitting on the right who is pulling for Central. Person sitting on the left is pulling for the Falcons. The person in the middle is pulling for both teams.
And I'm losing, and I'm not complaining about the officiating.
It's all fun and games, folks.
Yeah, they're going to mark off 15 yards against West Rowan. You credit the officials. The game pretty much decided here unless we just have something weird to happen, and you don't need somebody to get chirpy and anything to come about a late hit or anything like that where some player has to sit out next week's ball game for something they do tonight. So
yeah, that is true. Absolutely true.
I've been in the official shoes, and these are the games you want to keep close-knit. You don't want anything to happen. You want to officiate it to the end and make sure you still got to enforce the rules the entire ball game. Clock's running under 3.5 minutes. Klugh with the snap. He's just going to run around to the right side, try to stay in bounds. He is going to break loose, though. He's going to get down the sideline before he's taken out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Going to get down to about the 11-yard line.
And with that, way more fans are heading to the bus to Mount Olive. First and goal, Central Cabarrus. Actually, first and 10.
From the 11.
Yeah.
Klugh again stays in shotgun formation. Purvis is the setback behind him. And here's the handoff to Purvis. He's going to get up the middle for maybe a yard or two before he's taken down at about the 10-yard line.
The clock is now at 3:03 remaining in the game. Central is threatening, already up 28-16 here in the fourth quarter. We are ready for Cabarrus High School Cube Game of the Week.
If Central does punch it in here, and the final score stands to be 35-16, you can look at that score. If we were here, we know that game was a whole lot closer until Purvis broke off this big run just a few minutes ago.
Absolutely true. We'll have plenty to talk about. Stay tuned, folks, for Sundrop post-game show here on Radio Free Cabarrus.
Purvis in shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap.
Klugh is taking the snap, and in the meanwhile, there is a flag.
Looks like it's going to go against the offense for false start.
Dylan Fuller is now the quarterback, or is it the guilty party? I'm not sure.
Based on the referee's flag, I'm going to say it's one of the linemen.
Yes, it's probably one of the linemen and not number 2, as we were led to believe.
Clock's running, 2:15 to go. 2nd and 14.
Vikings are taking their time as they should.
Yeah, they're going to eat up less than 10 seconds on the play clock, now down to 5. Referee motioning his hand. Klugh with the snap around the right-hand side. He's going to stay in bounds. Good job there. They're going to rule him out of bounds. Instead of going out of bounds, he kind of just went to the ground hoping to stay in bounds, but the referee ruled him out. That'll stop the clock with 1:48.
Questionable call.
You want to challenge it?
You cannot challenge it out of bounds.
I've been telling you that all night long.
In the fourth quarter, someone in the press box has to challenge it. That's the official.
Yeah, he did look like a bad spot on that, but right now they're just trying to run the clock out, and unfortunately he stopped it there. They're going to be third and 11. I still expect a run here with the handoff to Purvis, and Purvis is hit hard in the backfield, taken down at about the 15. That's going to be maybe a loss of a yard or so.
I'm surprised West Rowan is not taking a timeout.
4th down.
They should take a timeout, folks. Clock is running. That is a shocking, folks.
Yeah, Central will not have to snap the ball until about 1:05 on the clock.
But here's the question. Why would you take a knee and not kick a field goal?
Take 25 more seconds off the clock.
Yeah. Update from Northwest Cabarrus. 5:54 to go in the game. East Rowan 35, Northwest Cabarrus 14. Klugh under center, shotgun formation actually. He takes the snap. He's just going to run into the line here. He's going to be taken down about the 15-yard line. West Rowan's going to take over. 57 ticks to go on the clock.
I guess that was part of sportsmanship by Coach Kiffield.
Yeah, West still has to score twice, and 57 seconds. If they do this, there'll be one for the record books.
And we will be able to witness it, folks.
(28-16) Viking Stadium, homecoming night 2013. Central Cabarrus on top. Bouncing back after the loss last week to Concord. Balcom under center, the handoff to
number 3.
Weeks.
Weeks. Clock is down now, 40 seconds. Okay, stay tuned, folks, for extended edition of the Sandra post-game show, which we brought to you in about 38 seconds from now. Backham with the throw, Bickham with the throw, caught by the receiver, will stay inbound and that should be it. No, but it was
first down. They'll move the chains and start the clock.
West Rowan is in no hurry, folks.
Well, you know, like you were saying, good sportsmanship a while ago. They know they're beat. You don't want to risk a chance of an injury here. They're going to spike the ball, maybe get one final play. Balcom throws it into the ground.
With 12 seconds remaining in the game. So he spiked the ball to stop the clock. And I don't believe you can score 2 touchdowns in 12 seconds unless I'm mistaken.
It's possible, but highly improbable.
Yeah, if not from the 70 yards out. If they're in the end zone or in the red zone right now, maybe on a. But this may be the last play. Balcom
looks like he's going to go
get
deep.
Pressure. He's going to be taken down
by Anthony Morris with the sack.
And that's going to do it. Spotted about the 23 for the loss. Central Cabarrus Vikings have beaten the West Rowan Falcons 28-16. First time since 2002, West Rowan's lost 2 ball games. Central Cabarrus stays in the title hopes for the South Piedmont Conference. Now they're going to be West Rowan. They're going to pull for the Falcons now to beat Concord and hope that someone else can beat Concord down the road. We're going to be back with the Sundrop post-game report here right after these messages.
It's big time revelry at the Renaissance Festival. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th.
You'll laugh so hard you'll wet yourselves.
The Carolina Renaissance Festival, a medieval amusement park.
10 stages of music.
Comedy, daredevil antics.
Jousting nights.
The Renaissance Festival.
Happy 20th anniversary.
Incredible value. A crafts market. Wondrous entertainment. Kitchens and pubs.
I love the giant turkey leg.
Huzzah!
Great escape. You will love it.
The 20th anniversary of the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Discount tickets at Harris Teeter stores or print yours online at renfestinfo.com. Presented by Pepsi, the Charlotte Observer.
Crazy, unique, exotic, and smells delicious.
You can save with discount festival admission coupons at Party City locations while supplies last. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival this weekend.
In the early 1950s, something really exciting happened right here in Concord, and it's been here ever since. It's the smooth, refreshing taste of Sundrop. Now, some of the faces have changed over the years, of course, but one thing that has not changed is the smooth citrus taste of an ice-cold Sundrop. You know something else that hasn't changed? It's Sundrop's involvement in Concord and the surrounding communities. Sundrop, hometown folks providing you with the taste you've come to enjoy for years and years and years. So next time you're grocery shopping, pick up Sundrop in your favorite flavor. After all, the folks at Sundrop, from delivery drivers, warehouse staff, and the management team, work hard every day to bring you the refreshing, smooth taste of Sundrop. Sundrop, the official soft drink of Radio Free Cabarrus. Nothing like a Sundrop.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
You're listening to the High School Cube Game of the Week, powered by Radio Free Cabarrus in Concord, North Carolina.
Back here at Central Cabarrus High School, final score once again, Central Cabarrus 28, West Rowan 16. Central still with one loss in the conference to Concord. West Rowan suffers their second loss in a row. Started off early, Central Cabarrus went up 7-0, a couple long pass plays, made it 14-0. They stretched the lead to 21-7 at the half. Third quarter was pretty much a defensive battle. West was able to get a safety late in the second half, made it 21-9. West was then recovered a fumble, went down and scored, made it 21-16, had a chance to stop the Vikings. Kenny Purvis breaks a 54-yard run, which is pretty much his longest run of the night. Was held in check most of the night until that run. And then Central scores, makes it 28-16 for the final. Good game by both teams, a good defensive game, even though 28-16 with the points put on the board. Good defense effort by the Vikings and by the Falcons.
Yeah, welcome back, folks. I'm Shaked Bartal, along with Perry. Welcome back to Sandra post-game show. What killed is West Rowan, the Falcons, tonight was the turnovers, the 4 INT. Folks, you'll have to excuse us. The band is on the field celebrating while we are talking up as they should. This was a statement win for Central, and here's why. Last week, you lost a heartbreaker to Concord. You come here tonight, you have a chance to make a statement, or you have a chance to perhaps show everyone you're not as good as everyone say you are, and you come, you get ready to play. Sure, you score 28 points, which is below the season average, but you play very good defense, and you score when you needed to.
That is true. They bounce back with the win. You know, you never know how a team that over the years here, the last couple of years, where Central hasn't been as good, that they've suffered. Last year they had a great year, but you know these kids had some losing seasons, and they bounced back tonight from the loss to Concord last week, a county rivalry. They come back tonight with a big win over West Rowan, one of the better programs in the state in recent years. So they played Concord well. They may get a rematch at Concord later in the playoffs. They may even see West Rowan down the road. But they make a statement tonight. They bounce back with a big win. Coach Kiefer continues to do a great job here at Central Cabarrus. They're going to travel. They're going to play South Rowan next week, and that should be a win for them. So they've got some injuries maybe tonight. Had some players that went off the field, and hopefully nothing major. West Rowan, on the other hand, is going to face Concord in 2 weeks, and they're going to be staring a good Concord team, and maybe another loss. And 3 losses in a season for West Rowan is unheard of.
Yeah, and in 2 weeks, Central is going to take on Northwest, which we last saw was losing by 21 points. Before, it looked like this might be a game for second place, but the way the score is holding at Canopolis, Northwest, and the way the score here went final, this might not be as big of a game as we thought coming in tonight.
That is true. Northwest did lose to East Rowan 35-14, so that game's a final. Mount Pleasant loses to Forest Hills. That game was a final. Kannapolis was winning big over J.M. Robinson, but the big story is going to be the South Piedmont Conference race. You know, if you don't win the championship, you don't get that home game in the playoffs. You know, second or third place, you want to get a good seed.
No, actually, if I'm not mistaken, first round, even if you don't win first place, you still get to host one home game.
Right, but you got to make sure you get in second place, and that's what Central Cabarrus could be playing for. Obviously, West has got 2 losses. Central holds the tiebreaker over West. Carson and Central still have to play. Carson and Concord still have to play.
I believe Central already beat Carson.
Have they played already? Okay.
I think they said so.
Yeah, so Central needs some help. Concord's in the driver's seat, obviously. But, you know, still 3-4 weeks left in the season, and anything can happen. East Rowan beat Northwest tonight. You saw that. So anything can still happen. And, again, a good homecoming victory for the Central Cabarrus Vikings. 28-16 is the final over a good West Rowan Falcon team. I expect Coach Young to get his boys ready for next week's game. They'll be ready for Concord. They'll have another tough game. That game is at West Rowan. And Central Cabarrus will play South Rowan next week. And this is that South Rowan team that's not very good right now. And Central cannot be caught. That maybe be a trap game for Central Cabarrus. They can't be caught sleeping against South Rowan next week.
That is absolutely true. This point moving forward for Central, they cannot take anyone lightly. You take someone lightly, you can lose. And that could be the difference between hosting a game here on Highway 49 in Tryon Road or Concord, middle of nowhere, or between traveling perhaps to Richmond County or Iredell County or even Rowan County, which is huge difference.
Yeah, I remember those years as an official when we got our playoff assignments. We had to go out of the area, and I went up to the mountains to do a playoff game one night. And I can imagine me driving up there, and then I can imagine taking a bus ride with the band and cheerleaders and players up there. You know, it was bad enough driving it in a car. But yeah, you want to get a home playoff game if at all possible. You know, keys, you want to win the championship. You can't win the conference regular season title. You want to get a good playoff seeding. You want to get a home game, and you want to advance in the playoffs with all your players and nobody out with injuries. So.
And last we saw Concord was leading 21-7, unless that score is changed.
Yeah, I have not seen an update on that score recently, but it was 21-7
at halftime.
At halftime, Concord over Cox Mill.
Yeah, it was a great game. Weather was great, folks. Weather was great. We had a rainbow. It was raining. Then it was a rainbow while the folks brought the food for us from the shed. Well, feeding us. It was raining, and then it was a fun game. Even though the score was light, it was a fun, entertaining game. Take away the turnovers, and we could be looking at a totally different outcome.
That is correct. That'll do it from Central Cabarrus High School. Again, our final score here from Viking Stadium, Central Cabarrus 28. You're listening, West Rowan 16. You're listening to the Sundrop postgame report. Folks, have a good weekend. Stay safe. For Shaked Bartel, I'm Perry Gabriel. Have yourself a great weekend.